Hello, folks, and welcome to this evening's stream of Zero Camp, where apparently our transitions have not been turned off, and I don't know why. But welcome, everybody. We'd like to thank you all for joining us here this evening, for those of you that are watching right now, and for those of you that will be joining us later on, say, YouTube or the VOD. Tonight, we've got two of our local players, one of which has been on stream before. We've got another who is new to the stream, but has been a local for quite some time. Or you have played, haven't you? Never mind. Forget what I said. They are still prepping their armies, and while they're doing so, I would like to just say a big thank you to Enchanted Grounds here in Littleton, Colorado, for allowing us a place to play and a place to stream, particularly on this snowy Colorado Wednesday evening. The store is unfortunately a little quiet today, or I guess fortunately, if you were trying to sort through our noises and the background noise that normally occurs. So what we've got right now, this is not their final position, but on the right side of the screen is Matt. Matt is playing some Grymkin here this evening. And on the left side of the screen, we have Scott, who is playing some Legions of Dawn this evening. They're both getting their armies out. They're going to discuss what's going on the table. They're going to discuss their armies. Then they'll roll off, and we'll see about getting things started. In the meantime, if anyone's got any questions, just wants to say hi, it is a little lonely over here.
So where are we rolling up?
So one thing I was just going to mention was the new guard towers that they posted and released.
Oh, yes.
So I ordered 2 of those already. They look super awesome. I love the rules about the warcasters. Like if your warcaster goes in them, they just die almost.
I mean, you lose control range. If the thing collapses, I think the Warcaster is dead, aren't they?
Pretty much, yeah. If every model of it dies.
Yeah. I mean, they've got like 60 boxes, but...
I don't know, it has better defensive stats than some of my casters.
That's true. Wormwood, it makes it... Wormwood not good.
Okay, to be fair, putting Wormwood inside a watchtower is like... You've killed my brother and informed them into this, and now I'm going to live inside the house of their bones.
Turn a forest into it and feeding it.
I expect you to convert your guard tower to give it all circle of themes.
I bought 2.
I expect you to convert both.
Oh my goodness. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and mic up our players. Looks like they're both getting ready here.
Shall we roll off first so you don't have to switch the mics?
I'll have you guys roll off
Yes.
afterwards, if that's okay. Well, we still want you to discuss your army list and everything, and then, yeah.
Well, they can do that while they deploy. Whatever.
Doing it now before clock makes sense. We're still playing around with our format here, folks, so we're still figuring it all out. But
We're professionals.
yeah, we're professionals. Yes. Excellent. So, does someone want to volunteer to talk about their army first? One of you sexy beasts.
I'll go ahead and go. All right, so I'm playing Grymkin for the first time tonight. I've been working on this for a little bit. I am playing a Battle Group Light Wanderer list, running double Nayslayers with Hobby Horse, double Crows, Skin and Moans, a Crabbit, and a Gorehound for maximum range shenanigans.
I'd like to just really quickly interrupt you and say thank you, Dragon Pup, for following us. We appreciate you. As well as you, KexSC. Fantastic. We love getting more followers. We're still slowly working our way towards continuing to grow the community, maybe hit affiliate eventually, because we'd like to just get our presence out there, help build communities, not just here in Denver, but hopefully everywhere we can. Please continue.
Yeah, so I've got a Skin and Moans over here, Gorehound, Crabbit, standard low presence battle group. Unfortunately, I can't take lessers and have it count for the battle group. So this is where we're at. Otherwise, there'd be a unit of Dreadrots in here. Wanderer with his 3 road markers, and Malady Man, 2 of them with the monkey for increased threat ranges. So that is my list. Why don't you go ahead, Scott?
Okay, so I am been in and out of Mark IV so far. I'm giving Syria a try with a bit of a unique list, running double Desters with a Thane, 2 Hydras with a Chimera, a unit of Sentinels, and a unit of Mechanics. I'm not sure how this is going to work, especially against this list, but we'll see.
All right. And what command cards are you each taking? Greg, what are you taking with those Grymkin?
I'm not taking anything.
So I'm
Matt,
taking.
Thank you, Matt. Oh my God.
So I'm taking Breakthrough, Careful Reconnaissance, which are standard cards. Then I'm taking Fortune's Path, which is enhanced, or not enhanced with him. Labyrinth, which is enhanced by Wanderer. Sacrifice, Shroud, and Ill Omens.
Okay, what do those ones do since they
Oh,
don't show up in Grymkin?
Absolutely. So Fortune's Path. Play this card when an enemy model misses a friendly Grymkin model with an attack. For 1 round, Grymkin models gain +1 to attack and damage rolls. If your leader's the Heretic, it's +2 for both. Ill Omens. Ill Omens is play this when enemy models destroy a Grymkin warrior model. For 1 round, enemy models suffer -1 to attack and damage rolls. If leader is a Dreamer, she basically gets dodge.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, in case anyone at home is like, hey, Matt's cheating, he's got 7 command cards. It's not. Grim can get 2 additional command cards beyond the standard 5.
Labyrinth, played on a Grymkin Warlock. For 1 round, when he advances and ends his movement within the Warlock's control range. For 1 round, enemy models begin the activations of the Warlock's control range suffer -2 speed for the activation. If your leader is the Wanderer, you also immediately get to place 1 model in his battle group within 1 inch of his current location for each road marker in play.
Okay.
Sacrifice. Play this card. Friendly Grymkin Warlock is damaged by an enemy attack. After the attack is resolved, remove all damage for friendly Grymkin models in the Warlock's control range.
So only when I damage the Warlock.
Only when you damage the Warlock.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a massive change.
Yes. Yeah. And Shroud. Play this card on a Grymkin Warlock when friendly Grymkin model is destroyed by a ranged attack. For 1 round, friendly Grymkin models gain stealth while in the Warlock's control range. Yes, it's a lot. Grymkin are funky. They do not actually have a feat, which is why we get 2 extra command cards. Go ahead, Scott.
So the 5 command cards I have is Blessing of the Gods, Breakthrough, and True Inspiration. And then I paid for Savagery and Spotters.
Okay.
I didn't have anything for those 3 points. So
Sounds good. All right, how will we go to roll?
Would you like to discuss what you're seeing as far as terrain on the table first to make sure everyone's on the same page?
Well, far as terrain, we've got Pathfinder nonsense on this side.
Acid Pool?
I think that's just water, correct?
That's up to you. You
I-
make that call. You're playing.
One of the
I think it's going to be just water.
Okay.
I was going to say, as long as you both agree, realistically, it doesn't matter what evil machinations I've put on the table, because I definitely may or may not have
The
set
entire
this up.
table's on fire.
Again, as long as you both agree.
There goes my entire army.
I cannot stress this enough, how much it saved me headaches in games. Just as long as you both know what's up beforehand, it's great. So yeah, if that's a pool of water, it's a pool of water. If it's an acid pool, now's the time to discuss and figure it out.
Yeah, so this is going to be just water.
Water.
That's going to be windswept.
Windswept Cloud?
Windswept cloud. What does that do these days?
So it is a cloud. If you are in it, then you are -3 to all of your ranged attacks. All ranged attacks coming into you are also -3.
-3 to hit or -3 range?
-3 range.
That's the range. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Is the other mic in your bag?
And then we have standard forest, we have rubble, and we have
A wall and just an obstruction.
obstruction, and we got obstruction here.
Giant obstruction.
Giant obstruction. So I'm good. You good?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. Go ahead.
I,
Yeah, do it. Ah, rolled out. I got you.
thank you.
5. A 5. Go ahead, sir. A 4. A 6. I will pick this side.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that makes our job easy, doesn't it, Greg?
Yes, absolutely. Did you already update the text?
Not yet. Not yet. I have not. We're getting that up there. So thank you to all of our viewers for your patience as we finish setting everything up on the stream over here, and as our players get stuff deployed.
We're also trying out new setups here on the hardware side that you can't see. So we're playing with all sorts of things. So things might be a little wonky as we get some of that figured out. We're upgrading some of our stuff, which is super awesome, but there's a learning curve. And believe it or not, this is not either of our full-time jobs. So
No, we are trying our darndest. That's about all I got to say about that.
we are trying. What I do know, though, is my matcha tea is delicious.
Clock.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Are you more or less ready to start pulling?
Doing the thing right now.
So as they're doing, you can see up on the left side, it's got measured out 7 inches. That is his deployment line. On the right, we're measuring 10 inches since he chose to go second.
Yep, we're good.
And now I just push play. Yep. And now should be going. There we go.
Okay.
So in a tournament style, which we're not playing today, but in a tournament style, you do deploy on clock. So you can set things up and you can measure out your lines. You can bring your army out of your bag or box. But the moment you start putting them on the line, you need to start that clock rolling.
Right. And just as a quick note, we're not keeping our players beholden to the clock. It's just so that way we can end on time. Unfortunately, there is a time limit for how long we can continue going with the stream. But hopefully we can still get a whole game in for everyone who's watching tonight.
All you need is someone to assassinate quickly, then the streams are real fast.
I mean, that's definitely happened a few times. In more than one scenario has someone lived up to our stream's name and camped 0 Focus or Fury and gotten their caster unalived. We've got one of our players yelling in the background. He says he doesn't know what we're talking about. It doesn't happen to him on stream 3 or 4 times. So it was last week, wasn't it, Rob? That's right.
Yep.
I don't know if the VOD is still up. It is on YouTube, though. We do upload our videos to YouTube typically within 24 to 48 hours after a stream. We actually streamed a tournament over the weekend, all 3 rounds, which the plan is, unfortunately, just due to time constraints, we're getting it up early next week, and this will probably be the same with this stream. But
All right.
So 2 units of dusters on each side. Hydras, sentinels in the center, caster here, mechanics.
And it looks like you don't have 0 AD, correct, Scott?
No AD.
And no an ambush, correct?
What's ambush?
Oh, right.
yeah, advanced deploy and ambush are for mage hunters. Legions of Dawn has no mage hunters. They're too busy murdering things with swords
You know,
or guns.
I'm not sold on ambush. I've tried it quite a bit with my female Tharn, and maybe it's the unit I'm using, because that is a melee only unit.
That's tough.
But because they have to forfeit movement or combat, they come in at 3. And for that unit in particular, this again is a Lady Tharn, the Dawn of Blank right now. But anyway, they get deployed at that 3 inch, so that first model can go walk 7. So she's 10 inches up the board. Next one places 2. So I have models 12 inches across the board, and they can't do anything except maybe engage.
It's ambush feels a lot more niche in Mark IV than it was in Mark III.
Yeah. I think if you can ambush with a ranged unit, that might be different.
It might be. We'll see what happens. I know, let's see, the next Khador theme is supposed to have Cossite Woodsman, I believe, potentially.
Okay.
Potentially. I'm not 100%
And they
sure
have
now
the
that I'm
bows,
saying
right?
it.
12-inch bows?
They do. I think 10-inch bows. But
10.
they're not great. Cossite Woodsmen are pretty bad. However,
I think
they will probably be able to ambush, and they do have ranged weapons.
Yeah, they were able to ambush in Mark III, so I don't know why they'd lose that.
Yeah, well, we'll see. There were changes in Mark III that were rolled back, but I don't think that was one that was a...
Right.
I think they'd always been able to ambush.
Yeah.
But it certainly is more situational. Now, we'll also see as well when the Steamroller finally drops, I believe like the full version from Mark IV. Because we have the beta right now, don't we?
The Steamroller or the rules?
The Steamroller pack.
Steamroller dropped.
I'm going crazy. Oh
The
my
official 23 Steamroller was released already.
goodness. Why are we not playing that?
We are.
We are?
This is Steamroller 23.
I'm going crazy. Okay, never mind. Forget what I'm saying, chat.
This is
Apparently,
scenario 6 of Steamroller 23.
my brain's
All
still
right.
in 2022. So.
I'll go ahead and AD.
And if you're watching, not sure what he's doing, AD is Advanced Deploy. And so he gets to deploy these models an extra 3 inches past his standard deployment zone.
These are called Murder Crows.
And that's exactly what they do. They're over there.
Yeah.
Actually, their name.
Yes.
Actually, their name.
And now, do Murder Crows have ambush?
They do.
And
I
you're
have
choosing
chosen
not
not to.
Yeah.
Instead, he's deploying them in the not acid pool.
The not acid pool.
That's right.
They also
It's-
have Stealth and Pathfinder.
It is the swimming pool of justice.
They're taking a bath. Splish,
That's right.
splash.
They are birds. It's a
Burb.
bird bath.
Burb.
Bird bath.
Okay, now do I choose prey at this point once we're deployed?
Yes, before activations.
Okay, so
Do you have prey tokens?
I do have tokens.
Huzzah. Now, do you have 2 tokens of different colors? Because that really helps.
No, I do not.
Can you perhaps mark one?
Yeah, I will be marking them. I have a thing.
Excellent.
That's the problem with having a black blob
Yes. Well, so like what I'll do is my prey tokens, I have one green, one brownish. One's a merc token, one's a circle token.
Okay.
And so it just works out when I have multiple prey units. Ah, yes, Scott's giant dice. Gotta respect it.
Okay, so Prey Unit 1.
You know, you can't really tell actually from the stream, but we actually are playing Warmachine by Mood Lighting tonight. Our normal fluorescent lighting is out. However, our cameras seem to be doing a good job offsetting it.
So I will pray your solo.
That's event actually.
Okay.
And that's this group over here.
And then these guys will pray your cavalry unit.
Okay.
And I believe it's your go, sir.
Cool.
Yep, you're good. How's it going over there, Will?
It's going fine.
Fine for you? Fine for him?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, two of our other players that have been on stream, Will and Rob, if anyone has been a long-time watcher, are playing on one of the other tables, murdering each other good.
Yeah, it's kind of a light night. Last week we had like 12, 13
I'm
people.
trying to
Yes.
weather Athena feet turn.
This week we're a little light. Here in Denver we got probably, 6, 8 inches of snow, something like that?
Should be.
Yeah, I think about 8
Yeah.
so
people
far.
stayed home.
It's important to say so far because it looks like it's still snowing out there.
That's true.
I would ask a question about Scott's dice, but I feel like it would be rude.
No, he's not compensating.
Yeah, the best part is
No,
not
so
only
my
can
opponent
you,
can read them easier.
Like, yes,
I-
did roll a 14.
we're gonna see
You
how
can
much equipment you knock over when you roll those in the dice tray. No equipment. I'm not equipment,
Here,
or
Toby.
am
Not
I?
yet.
And I'm a tool.
Okay. Start of the round.
Yep.
All through my jacks power up.
Okay.
The little pink gems will be focused on the jack. The retribution tokens will be focused on the caster.
Okay.
I need 2 for Admo and 2 for Resolve, so I have 4 left over.
Admonition. Yum. I'm over here forgetting what that do, but I will look while Scott is playing out his
Admonition,
turn.
if you have admonition, that means on your maintenance phase you can get a 2-inch placement.
That is Mirage.
That's Mirage.
That's Mirage. Ignore me.
Admonition. If my opponent ends within 6 inches of the model with admonition on it, I may make a 3-inch move, and then admonition expires.
Ah, that's what it was.
And then I believe you said Inviolable Resolve, which is a hilarious spell as well.
Involver Resolve is great. Plus
Plus
2
2
armor. No, well, we ended this last week on the top
Oh,
table game
tournament?
actually.
Oh.
Yes. So what happened was we were playing, and one of the players cast Involver Resolve, and the second player said, "What does that do?" And he responded, "Plus 2 armor." He said, "Awesome, cool, got it." Continued with his turn. Went on and said, "Okay, I'm going to run. I charge this and slam you d6 inches away." He said, "You can't do that because I can't be moved." I said, "What? You didn't say that part."
My understanding was, though, that was a newer player
Yes.
who is since learned.
Oh yeah, no, not a problem at all.
Well, more importantly, it's not that you can't be moved. It's you cannot be pushed or slammed. You can
Yes.
still be thrown. You can still be placed.
Yes,
Yes.
but you cannot be knocked down or moved by a push or slam, which is still fantastic.
Yes.
You can still be slammed. You just don't move.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that too because I know I made all of those same mistakes when I started here because there's so many things. And I know when I played my army, I'm like, well, this is what's important because this is how it affects me, not thinking
Right.
about how this actually affects your play.
But I wanted to power attack headbutt you over, and I can't knock you down now.
Yep.
Why have you done this?
Oh yeah. But no, the table was very nice. Everything went well. But
Run is +5 to the
straight plus 5, all models.
Correct.
Cool. I will start with the Dawnguard Dusters. They will run.
And
They will run
ran-
13.
Ooh. Fast little buggers. Speed 8 horses. Because elven horses are
What is
faster
the
than
threat
your
range on
horses.
the Murder Crows?
No, my
15.
horses are speed 9,
15.
and then get a 4.
Yeah, so if I happen to get a beacon off on
Those
top
are
of that.
wolves.
Yes, that's true.
So They are move 7,
Okay.
+2 from Desperate Pace. Plus beacon is 4, so 11. +1, 12. +3 for charge.
So that's a total of 15.
15. If I get this off, otherwise 13.
Okay. If you get close enough that beacon is a threat, something horrible is done on your end.
Or something horribly right for Scott.
I am just skirting that 15 right now. Can you see through the forest in any way?
No. There's no way for me to see through forest. I probably should have thought of that.
But in circle, the forest sees through you, especially if it's wormwood.
He can't see through anything.
He's got eyeless sight, doesn't he?
Yeah, we can't see through a forest. He doesn't have Tree Walker.
No, but you've got Thorn that have Tree Walker.
Yeah, but he can't see through his own forest. That's why I take.
It's because he's missing the trees for the forest.
Yeah.
And not the forest for the trees.
I will activate the Jack. Jack will run.
Okay.
Jack is speed 6, so
Yep.
he'll run 10.
I'd say, bad joking aside,
Okay.
this is going to continue the entire evening.
No.
So it can't see out of the forest either.
Nope. The trees.
Yeah.
Slogan,
So
right?
the tree can't see
The-
through the other trees.
Chimera has apparition. I
Okay.
spaced that.
Yep, no problem.
Nah, I'm not gonna take advantage of it. They're speed 6. They run 11. That +5 is gonna throw me off for a while.
I'm also trying to play around with this stupid banner for the first time.
He will run.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes some sense.
And now I'm trying to talk over the music in the background because it's coming through very clearly tonight because there's so little background noise. And I'm like, oh no, copyright strikes.
This guy will run.
Because now that we're content creators, we have to pray to the gods of influencers. And
But what if we sing along? Then is it a parody?
Whoa, yeah. If I change the words, it sure is parody.
This guy will activate. He will run.
Okay.
Give a little bit of your focus to me.
The mechanics will activate, and they will walk.
It's hiding from you.
Yep. So he will walk his 6. And the other 2 get placed within 2.
Okay.
And they will empower across the board.
Okay.
I'll give him 2 focus. I'll give him a 3rd.
Gross.
Just double checking.
That laser shows are great on stream. Holy crap. Yay.
Let's see. Assyria will activate.
Okay.
Assyria will pay 2 and cast Invulnerable Resolve onto this guy,
Okay.
arcing through them,
Okay.
and 2 more for Admonition, arcing through there onto him.
Okay. And ammunition is Jack only, correct?
Battle group only.
Battle group only. Okay.
Later on in the game, there is a very, very, very good chance I will be putting it on my caster.
Rah!
Anyways, important thing for you, my caster's feet. Additional die onto hit and damage. Drop the die of my choice.
Okay.
And True Sight.
Okay. Sounds good. That's gonna be awful. All right.
Just a little bit. But that's what feats are for.
Yep.
And she will float her way up.
Okay.
And the Dawn Guard Sentinels will run.
Dawn Guard Sentinel placement.
That's a good name for a tavern.
The Bronze Goblet.
Thank you.
I was gonna say adjective noun, or sometimes verb noun.
The Bronze Goblet, though, is a very special name.
Well, it's an inside joke between you and I, kinda. Yes.
Okay.
And these guys will run.
Okay.
Desters.
You have the Desperate Pace over there. What's the threat on the beacon?
Threat on beacon. It's a spray. I believe it's a spray 10. This is his weapon. Yeah, it's a spray 10.
And speed 6.
Yes, he is speed 6.
Trying to play with fountain pens.
Yes, there's no way you can spray these, catch these guys.
Okay, so we're gonna check here, and I don't think that's within 15.
No.
Yeah, might as well see what kind of distance we got here. All right, what are these guys' threat ranges?
So they're speed 8. Doesn't matter, animal. They have a 10-inch gun and
Okay.
a 2-inch melee.
10-inch gun, 2-inch melee. Okay.
And my caster has Crusader's Call, so I have effective speed 10, so threat 15.
Threat 15. So we are both threating 15.
But mine is more guaranteed.
Yeah.
More guaranteed, yes.
Wait.
Mine's not just a powertrain warranty; it's a bumper-to-bumper warranty on my horses.
All right, so
I got gap insurance.
Gap insurance.
these
on
guys
my
have defensive
horse.
strike at all?
No.
Okay.
With some of their cat models, you need gap insurance.
Obviously, like
Nope.
if you're the Nayslayers,
So
for
the big
instance, they
thing
don't
with
have
them,
actual horses.
If they hit you with their lance, they auto hit with their gun.
Yeah. I assume they have dual attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Dual attack, breakthrough.
Okay.
Uh,
Dual
they're-
attack, it's unstoppable. Yada yada yada. So I gotta engage them, otherwise I'm gonna have a bad time.
You were paying the points for, but Desters are some of the hardest hitting cab in the game at the moment. Two attacks is a lot,
Yeah.
especially when you're auto hitting with a gunshot after you hit with a 3 dice
A boosted.
charge
melee.
attack. Yeah, and they're both POW 14s, I believe, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. As opposed to say one attack hitting with Bane Riders or most other cavalry.
Because Protectorate lost their second attack.
Yeah, they did. To be fair, they didn't need a follow-up Weapon Master Saber attack on the Avengers, but that's a whole other story.
All right. Looks like I'm using crows as roadblocks. We'll
We
go ahead
hope
and
that's
activate the
streamed.
2 grave
I've hit
ghouls
plenty of
first.
birds. They don't stop a lot.
And in terms of threat,
Yeah.
these guys have 15-inch guns.
Yeah. Yeah. I have something to handle that.
Yeah.
So my plan here is I have to engage his dudes. Otherwise, I am going to have a very, very bad time. My hope is to get Starcrossed get the Wanderer into a position where he could take a huge advantage of Starcross while staying out of shooting. Which I can do if I run him, cast all spells and run him, and then I can start backing off using trump spells. So the problem is here, so I can actually get to these guys.
Can?
Yeah. So I've got a line on him straight across. Was that not intentional?
Well, no, but the range.
Yeah, that's what I'm working out.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm working out right now. So I can desperate pace them. Their threat is 15.
I thought it was 15 with the beacon.
15 with beacon, you are correct. So, but I can run them and disrupt. And unless you pop feet, I don't think you're going to get to actually cause any problems. Here I thought I was out threading my opponents with this list. Apparently not.
Well,
You were running into a cav list.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a cav list.
Well, you've got a Grymkin cam list.
Yeah.
Your hobby horses serve your Nace Slayer as well, but like we talked about, that's what happens when you total your horse.
Yeah.
Horses with legs are faster than horses without legs.
This is true.
All
I
right,
bet-
so
I bet it was a
we're
really
gonna go ahead and
awkward
activate
conversation for all those
this guy
little,
right here.
gremlins.
He is going to use I found one.
The Iron Kingdom's fleece. All right, sir, I see you've wrapped a horse around a tree. I'm going to need you to breathe into this amulet and walk a straight line.
He's
for
going to
me.
keep it.
The insurance company. How did you total a horse?
I know a guy who
And
can
he'll
use
go
the
ahead
head.
and move his
We
5.
can recoup this.
I have seen someone in on a carriage Tokyo drift that thing.
Oh, I unfortunately have no doubt.
I want to see this now.
Oh, it's the internet. We'll find a video.
Yep.
And then we'll do the same thing
Well, I
for
got to see it in
him.
person down near Durango.
Oh my god. Now I just want to hear like a violin and banjo version
Here.
of the Tokyo Drift song, just as you get a video of a carriage.
I'm sure that exists.
Oh, it has to.
So you can rip stuff off. Probably gonna be able to put it back.
So what's their walk and gun range?
Walking gun 18.
18 is for walk and gun.
Speed 8. Range 10 gun.
God. Okay, so
Yes.
Yep.
so you said 18, so you have to move 13. Yeah, you can definitely get there if you choose to. Sorry.
It's not just a deadlight, it's dead by daylight.
All right.
My bad jokes are bad. They
Yeah.
will not stop.
I love how green it is.
So
I'm
we'll
prepping
grab
a
my
BB
13 here.
And you're staying outside of.
Yep. Stand outside of move and gun range. So they're that's yes, move and gun because they can play dead.
That.
Feign death. Can't target them.
Okay. I can still run and stab them. I have a charge of 15.
Jesus Christ. This is the worst list to play of this list. Okay. All right. Different plan. All right. So we are going to run these fine gentlemen.
Okay.
They run 12. So
So move the first one.
yeah. It's gonna run to right here.
That. Okay. That feels like more than 12, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more than 12. Dude.
Okay. In that particular case, I'll just go ahead and we'll move the Gorehound first. Move the Gorehound.
I'm enough of a control freak that I don't want someone else.
Gorehound is done control range speed, so he's at 7. So he's just go ahead and run his 12.
Does he have Pathfinder?
He does. Does he?
Because I've seen this. He can turn into a weapon.
Because I need to clarify, I've seen this more than once.
No, he does not. So he gets -2 off that move.
Amazing. And
Okay. We will go ahead and do Malady Man.
Yeah.
Malady Man will go ahead and do Desperate Pace on these guys.
So, I don't even remember which teacher it was. But he made us.
And they have Pathfinder. And they will go ahead and run. It puts them at a 14.
Creative type.
Who, the Malady Man?
She had us watch.
Yeah.
Prison, 9,
So they're a 7.
Oh, okay. No, the murder crows are running the 14.
Yeah, Murder Crows are on the 14.
You're not moving the Malady Man anywhere.
Malady Man, he does need to move though. Malady Man, do I have to move his solo at the same time?
No.
Okay. Yeah, he's speed 5. He is going to move his 3. Dunk. I'll deal with Monkey later. These guys will go ahead and go. They will run their 14.
Yeah, it sounds like my speed. Which reminds me, I still haven't
Right in here.
seen Violet Knight as or even I know.
Okay, let me get my thing here because 2 inches is going to be an issue here
I always like going to these
because large bases are fun.
2 inches is always an issue here.
with people type of precision.
And that's not a sex joke. We're playing Warmachine. It's a game of
There
precision.
you go.
Now
Or is it?
Goes here.
yeah.
Goes here.
Oh, okay. So maybe
And
he
then
should,
this guy, sorry. And this guy is going to be the question.
right?
Yep, he's there.
And then it had like
So they're good. They have Desperate Pace. Gorehound's there. Malady Man's gone. Ook Ook Monkey.
yeah, Hopper.
Yes. Yeah. It's like first
Monkey will go ahead and run. He does not have Pathfinder.
his,
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember that character's name either.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
He's going to run his. He's going to run his 10. Just be on the flag. Okay.
Yeah, one of those two.
Malady Man's done his thing. Caskimp.
Totally lied about his relationship with Captain America. It's like,
Where is Caskimp? Alcohol fueled. So for Caskimps, these guys right here, they're solos. I need to roll to make sure they don't explode.
I think you pick a direction first.
Yeah. So there, he's going to be going for just off center of the flag.
Okay.
Going right there.
and I'm
Do speed 5, so it's speed 3, and he doesn't explode.
And he goes 8.
Goes 8.
Do they have Pathfinder?
They do not, so 6. Bonk.
right.
Same for this guy.
But yeah.
He is going to move.
They're speed 5.
They are, yep, they are speed 5. So
2 more inches.
2 more inches.
What? 13 or 14?
Oh, speed plus d6. Okay, you're right. So 2 more inches, so he's on the flag. All right, so I got 2 solos on the flag, and then next one, he gets to move. He's gonna go off in this direction,
Dysfunctional.
and
But yeah, that just it
He explodes.
kaboom! He doesn't hurt anything because nobody's near him.
like, oh, this guy's funny. And then of course Hopper is just
All right,
one of the definitely like the glue characters.
Wanderer will actually we'll go ahead and activate this Malady Man. He's gonna cast Desperate Pace on these crows.
Yep.
Yeah, no. 4 is like what, September last year?
I've seen, except for the first season, I saw all of them the week they came out.
Oh.
And then these crows are gonna go ahead and run.
Until the last episode.
They do have Pathfinder.
Yep.
They still drop all over? Not always. No.
It really changes from
So
series to series.
season 4, actually, to your point, dropped half of it, and then a month later dropped the last two.
Right. Man, that sounds right. Well, and if I remember correctly, season 3 was a once a week thing. Maybe it was season 2 that was once a week.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So all within 5 inches of one of the grave ghouls. We will go ahead. We'll go ahead and do Wanderer next.
I'm
Wanderer will
realizing
go
how
ahead and
poor
run.
a
Or
placement the trees are.
casting.
for
He is
this
going to go
kid
ahead
right
and
here.
cast Starcrossed.
Okay. But so then I went back and rewatched it.
He is going to cast Starcrossed for 3. And add an extra. No, that's the wrong stack. Cast Starcrossed for 3. Ick.
Oh, I don't remember that. And I actively ignore news, so
He will go ahead and move his 6. Making sure he doesn't counter that.
yes.
Let's make sure that he can get through that. He should be able to.
Mines was on lockdown for
Nope. I was incorrect. So he's going to stop right behind his grave ghoul. The plan was to get him under there, but it's not happening. And then I'll go ahead and do pop 2 for Veil of Mists.
Okay.
Which is 1 or 2 clouds. It is place a cloud effect. Okay.
Yep.
Where did I put my clouds? I don't remember. I put them somewhere. Oh, no, they're back here.
I'm still used to calling it because that's when that was what it was.
All right. And this cloud will go.
Haha, clouds.
Right there. We'll go ahead and do. So he's camping 1.
But they had to run out of town on Sunday.
Gorehound ran, so he's got 1.
If they were in Golden.
We will do. We'll go ahead and activate Skin and Bones. Skin and Bones will Bushwhacker and run. So he's a 5. He's a 10 for a run. He has Pathfinder.
Okay. Oh, so Lurker gets Pathfinder and Bushwhacker.
First Pathfinder and Bushwhacker. So he's on 2. He's on 1. Crabbit will just go ahead and run. And he's within 3, just in case he gets shot. Between Starcrossed. He didn't move, so I'll just go ahead and move him up. He moves 5. Yeah. So we'll just move 5. Monkey Man. Monkey Man will just go ahead and run. He's a 7. Sorry, first time playing this list.
Oh, good. I'd rather you play a little bit slow and right than fast and not.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's got Pathfinder, so he's a 12. That's 12. He will join. He'll go over here. And then these fine gentlemen, their charge range is 15?
Yep.
Okay.
And then putting over 2 spots. And I realized as I was
So I'm going to stay outside of 15.
Where's the Malady Man over there? Are they not a unit anymore?
They are not. They are multiple solos.
Oh, that's silly.
3 points for 2 models.
Huh.
Yeah, that was a good choice in the wash.
And then they will also play dead.
Okay.
That. He's got his Animus up. This goes here. And then we've got these Nayslayers over here. You're engaged. It's going to take you a lot to remove those guys. Wasn't able to put up Fog of War, which sucks. So we're to stay outside of charge range. So we're to do the same. Actually, yeah, we'll just stay out of charge range. God, I need to get them in there though. Part of my problem is I need to get into you, and you have True Sight. So
Yep.
Because True Sight's rude.
yeah, this is literally the worst matchup for this list. He has better gaff.
One of these days, we'll get to a point in our stream where we'll be able to have a 2-list format, like a proper tournament.
Yeah.
Because right now, for what it's worth, chat and everybody else, our players are coming to the table with a singular list. So unfortunately, it does happen. Just the rock paper scissorsness of that.
They will not play dead. They will, because I don't think there's anything else I can really do with them in order to get them in there.
color scheme that is not of my taste that ruined adventure for me. But that he's got pieces that are really
So are they within 12? They're not fully within 12. So we'll go ahead and move these guys over here.
I have to think about it.
Make sure that he's within 12. He is. They'll go ahead and do leapfrog.
And that is
-1 to attack rolls if you're within. If you're 1 inch within 1 inch of a model with annoyance. It's not much, but it's something. But you have to kill all the murder crows first, which you should be able to do.
I'm probably just going to walk away from him.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Well, yeah.
And I think that's going to be my turn.
One number he dropped.
Rules question for people.
Oh, I didn't put out my red markers.
What?
Rules question away.
When making attacks in the new edition, you ignore intervening models within the unit, yes?
Within your own unit.
Yes, within your own unit. Correct.
Your own unit does not block line of sight to its own unit.
Okay.
Yes, Red and Grymkin. If you're playing with a Scot, there's a 2/3 chance he's playing Red.
Okay.
When was your last?
So that's my turn.
Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Maybe find something else.
I haven't played for a while.
You may be thinking of the other Scott.
Or possibly the third Scott.
We have Scott, we have other Scott, we have Kiwi Scott.
Yes.
Great, Scott.
That's right, Stream. You heard correctly. We have 3 Scots, and we don't discriminate except against Kiwi Scott.
No.
I
To
like
be
it.
fair, they chose their own names. We did not give those names to any of them.
They didn't
So I should have.
No, actually, they did. They did.
3.
They were given choices.
No, they didn't choose Scott. Their mothers, I assume, chose that for them.
One day we'll have a battle of the Scots on stream.
So
It
the
will
murder
happen.
crows have stealth.
There's just lots of red on red.
Yeah. I mean, it's true sight, but
Yeah. Yeah, weirdly enough, them having stealth is actually a hindrance to you. Because then I can ignore them for line of sight.
well, you're going to do that for your turn anyway.
Can you? Does that still work the same?
I think that's for incorporeal.
So, Mark 3, go ahead and pause your clock because we're looking at stuff. I don't know if chat wants to chime in on this, but in Mark 3, stealth did in fact just say you ignore this model for purposes of line of sight outside of 5 inches of that model. And that any ranged attacks that did not ignore stealth would automatically miss that model. I don't know if that's the same in this edition.
It does, but I'm double checking.
We're going to find out.
I would look it up, but it crashes my app.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't cross all of our apps, so we will look. We got you.
Ranged and arcane attacks targeting this model from a point of origin, link, greater than 5 inches away, automatically miss. This model is not an intervening model when determining line of sight from a model more than 5 inches away.
But for line of sight, but they still block.
No.
They don't block line of sight
If more than 5
if they're
inches
outside
away.
of 5 inches away.
So if you can see that model, they do block. If you can't see that model because they're more than 5 inches away, they don't block.
That's right. You heard it here last, folks.
Yep, that's fun.
I didn't have your mic on for the whole thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries. I was informing them.
No. I am
Not the
planning to pick
world.
up the murder crows because I need to.
Yeah.
Can you see
So-
the carnage tonight?
Focus falls off my jacks.
Okay.
It stays on these guys because of focus battery.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay, or then all 3 jacks power up.
Okay.
This jack apparates.
Okay. So you're not going to feat.
Yes.
Oh no, you're. This is main's phase. My bad.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, this is main's phase.
Other camera over there. If we have kind of like what we got right now. Which this one? A whole other camera. So we can switch between like top, left, and right sides of the table.
I could dig that.
We'll have. I will play around with it. I will see what that might look like.
Right.
Because one of the problems is number of points. The other problem is running camera.
The rules question because this is the one that always messes me up. Targeting a stealth unit.
Yes.
Is it the model channeling needs true sight or the caster needs true sight?
So you have to draw a line of sight from the channeler,
Okay.
and then the model casting the spell must be able to see the model.
Okay.
So the caster has to have true sight.
Caster needs true sight, but if you can't draw a line of sight because of a cloud or force or something from the arc node, you can't target.
Okay.
I ran into this a lot with Wormwood.
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually just going to let both my upkeep drop.
Is the clock still paused? Or no? No, we're good.
No, it's paused.
Nah.
Okay. I did that. I no longer have anything on. But neither does.
That's another reason why I was 5 minutes later than planned. As I was picking up break room. I'm like, there's something hot to do in the car.
Gonna spend some time in the tank thinking about my turn.
The sprays are ranged attacks now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
They've always been.
Okay. So I can shield guard them.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a different. That's a new change.
Oh my God, can you?
I do not actually have any sprays.
Oh, they're just guns. They're just guns. Okay.
Mark 3.
We're going to see if I survive this turn. I should have done Fog of War, but I needed a camp of focus.
Zero camp. Roll credits. All right.
It's Fog of War would have done anything for you anyway, so. He has Fog of War.
Gotcha.
So it's slang. So it's very slang. Yeah. So when the casters are going through their plan, they have their focus and their fury and giving it out. If they spend all of their focus or fury in a turn, at the end of the turn they're left with nothing. They're camping 0 focus.
So I will clarify. Shield Guard does in fact actually say they had to be directly hit by a
This guy
non-spray
needs to not
attack.
Apologies.
When a friendly model is directly hit by a non-spray range attack during your opponent's turn while within 3 inches of a model with Shield Guard, you can choose to have that model with Shield Guard directly hit instead.
They have errated that because that was not the original text at the start of Mark IV.
Yeah.
We are still undergoing a lot of changes despite the official release and all that other good jazz. So
Yeah, because they announced
Yeah. The official app release is next week.
the 23rd, I believe. Yes. Nope. February. February.
We're gonna start with the caster.
February.
Caster's gonna pop.
Rhubarb.
Yeah, that's fine.
February.
Caster
All right.
is going to pay 3
Okay.
and channel Blinding Light,
Okay.
targeting this Murder Crow.
Okay. You have to be within. Oh, you pop feet. We're good. My bad.
The caster has innate True Sight anyway,
Oh, okay. That's fun.
and
I wanted a shirt that's
she's gonna boost a hit.
Okay.
What is your defense?
Defense right now. For the crows, they are def 13. And you're shooting this one or this one?
This one.
Okay, so no cover or anything
No
else like
cover.
that. So 13.
Cool. I need a 5.
Need a 5.
I'll drop that one.
Okay, so you have to be, if you are in melee or engaging models for Starcrossed.
I have to be within your control.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yes, the model
he
making
pops.
the attack.
So he
Well-
dies.
So I need to roll. What's your armor?
Oh, sorry. My armor is paper.
Okay.
He's armor. They are armor 12.
Okay. Yeah, he pops.
Yeah.
The unit is affected by Blinding Light. They are
Okay.
-2 defense.
Okay. I will go ahead and pop Ill Omens.
Yep.
So everything is everything is attack rolls against my stuff is -1.
I believe it's attack and damage rolls.
Attack and damage rolls. You are correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Shroud doesn't matter. So.
She will pay 3.
snarky shirt number 1.
Oh, and I will get a corpse.
Yeah.
The song just hit my head too. The moment I read it.
It's this guy within 5. He is barely. Okay.
Okay, now we actually put this to music and put it on like, I mean I don't do TikTok, but do a shorts on YouTube. Twitch it.
And is it within her control range, or is it a pulse or an aura?
For what?
Her feet.
While within.
While within. Okay, it is an aura.
I like it.
I probably should have gone first. I wanted to sit behind this thing, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, Grymkin, I feel like, are one of those factions that always want to try and go first when they can.
Yeah, they're super. Yeah, they're super dependent on going first.
Well, you did say at the start of the stream, and just to repeat it, this is your first time playing them, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Learning curve.
that's all right. We are. It's not your first game of Warmachine, but
No.
you know, switching between factions is tough. You got to
Yeah.
figure out the faction, figure out what they do and don't like, all that other fun jazz.
Yes, I have 5. I have 5 armies.
As far as I'm concerned, that is 3 too little.
Syria
Which is a
is
lie,
going
actually.
to now walk to the other side of the objective,
Okay.
and she is going to ancillary attack him,
Okay.
and he is going to.
Try turning me off and then
He's just going to shoot the guy who's 9 cover.
Okay. Sounds good.
You are def 11. I am rat 5.
Okay. So you need a 6.
I need a 7 because
You
of your
said-
ill omens.
Yep, 7 because of ill omens. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I'm going to double check Grave Ghouls rerolls, how they work. Bone working. Takes attacker damage roll. Okay. Ah.
One session.
But okay, so
I miss.
Okay.
but like fantasy or sci-fi or
It's just a straight gun, not an AoE.
Correct.
Okay.
there you go.
if they're near.
And he's sitting on 1.
Okay.
But it's a port city, so.
So this is my. You have shooting? Okay, cool. Let's see who I'm shooting.
Oh, here we go.
He is supposed to be touching.
The whole city, you joke the whole city's in on it.
Okay, so first of all, we like creepy stuff. And or cryptids.
So he does have a corpse token on him.
Who?
The Skin and Bones.
It's like
I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to make sure because I forgot to put it on him. He needs to have it.
Cool. Yeah. I'm trying to shoot the Wanderer as much as possible.
Absolutely. I figured as much.
the one that I just listened to yesterday.
He is. Yeah. We'll get there when we get there. He's got cover up until about, or he's got intervening models up to about there.
Right through there.
Oh, you are correct. Yep, that sucks.
There's a big
Yeah.
big line right there. I can.
Yep.
In pain or anything. I kind of like do that.
That's why he has a transfer and shield guard.
His Christmas gift
Yep.
from my mom is she bought him recently in Hawaii.
Now it is probably not a good idea for what I'm doing right now, but you have enough models that will just pick my stuff up.
Yes.
I have to be a little.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Day Slayers will pick up, like even if they take 2 turns to get there, they're going to pick up like half your crap. So
Exactly.
no, I understand where you're coming from.
I do not have scenario play with this army.
No, you are here for one reason and one reason alone: to murder.
Yep.
Hey, that's the wrong game. Blood for the Blood God can get out of here.
Hey, I'm playing Space Elves. I'm already halfway there.
Oh
You're not
God.
playing Space Elves.
Yes. Yes, I am.
They are literally
Not
from.
Space Elves.
Aren't they from space?
They're from a different dimension.
They're from space.
What's the word I'm looking for? If I mix up the letters, it's another word. It's an anagram, right? Or just is Legions of Dawn just an anagram for Eldari and we just don't know it?
Yes.
God bless America.
Okay. I'm going to activate the Sentinels,
Okay.
and they are going to.
Murder my
Charge.
murder crows.
Yep. Okay then. They have shield wall now.
Did they get nerfed and then?
So their solo got nerfed.
Oh.
Their solo got nerfed into the ground, and
Okay. But they
Yeah.
probably gave him that to compensate.
they've had it.
Okay.
So they are speed 5,
Mm-hmm.
up to 7 for Crusader's Call,
Yep.
3 for the charge,
Yep.
2-inch melee.
Okay. I mean, they're getting there.
Yep.
They are getting there.
Almost as playing joint box. I've got a coworker who
Roar!
put the joints in his body at least once a day. And so like
Charge
we'll be
there.
sitting there talking on our breaks and he's just like pop up, cracker.
So need to make sure.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
Worst bedside
I will have to show you later.
Okay.
When you're not on stream.
Okay.
I thought that was posted in the Discord.
Yeah, but my hope against you is that these guys' re-rolls prevent the Wander from getting shot off the table.
Yeah, it's
That is literally my plan.
And,
We all exist in that space.
just thanks to the weird nonsenses of the new unit placement rules.
Yep. My poor Crabbit, he's so dead. Oh, I forgot to do dodge on. Yep, that's my fault.
Dodge on what?
To be
He
fair,
gets to do it for free. Yeah, yeah. If you're gonna let me, I will definitely take it.
to be fair, Crabbits die. That's what you buy them for. They're there to shield guard.
Are they 3 points now, or are they like 7 for
They're 3 point lesser.
3 points? Okay.
Can I do that, please,
Three
Matt?
point shield guard.
No.
Oh, so do you take your element?
And dodge is for dodge is gonna help out a lot
No, I
here.
totally can.
Yeah, you can do that. It's within. It's not totally within.
Yeah.
I keep putting my hand on your lap,
Does that look fair?
and I keep going, why does it feel different? And I'm like,
A little bit closer in, probably just a smidge.
I can move this crap if you need space.
Oh, you're good.
I mean, part of me
Because now one of your Grave Ghouls is within stabbing range.
Yes, yes, he is. You gotta hit him first, but
Yeah, he has a good chance.
well, I got star-crossed up.
He has a good chance.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it ends up.
He rolled a dice. You took one away. Then he picked another one to go. Sorry, that's right. This is why I don't quit my day job or this job, because I can't sing for crap.
this is a job. I didn't know you got paid for it.
I'm not getting paid for it.
I don't think it's
None of us are getting paid for it.
Paid in social.
Currency, kinda. It's
currency.
look. The entire point is to try to help build Warmachine meta. That's the entire reason we
Operation
exist on stream.
Rise.
Do you have a tactician on your side of the table?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Nope. That's where they're going to live for
Okay,
the rest of the turn.
mucky, mucky, muck.
Okay. We will start with this guy.
Okay,
He's going to swing into that murder crow.
sounds good. So 4 dice,
5 dice.
5 dice for. Oh yeah, how do you get the 5th dice?
No, 4 dice.
4 dice. Okay.
2 base, star-crossed, feet.
Okay. So I'll calculate in Illumins. These 14. No, he's 12. No, am I wrong on my defenses again?
You are effectively -1.
I'm -1, so I'm at 12.
Okay. I am an 8.
Oh God.
7 base, +1 for the flag,
Okay.
or for the banner.
Okay.
So I drop the high,
Drop the low.
drop the low. I still hit.
Okay.
Would you like to burn a corpse?
That's a very good question.
If you do not, I will get a cleave off this.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and burn a corpse.
I don't think we're rolling enough big dice inside the dice tray. Do it again.
Just wait till damage comes around.
Oh, yeah, Weapon Master. Congratulations.
Drop the high.
It's a 6 again.
Okay.
Well, between your feet and between Starcrossed, we're gonna have a lot of very flat rolls. There's
Bonk.
gonna be a lot of
Sevens.
probably 5, 6, 7s, and yeah, that's probably gonna be about it.
Okay. He will take his cleave attack into that murder crow.
Okay.
Well, that's an 8. I was
Um,
gonna say, Greg, we could have you talk
no,
about the
he
stats.
will
if
go
we
ahead
really
and just
wanted to,
die,
but
and he'll get the corpse.
Okay.
one of these days we do need to talk about
Nope,
stats.
that's not where he
on
goes.
stream. Not somewhere where we have a captive audience.
Yeah.
But the stats in this game are very
here.
important to how
Okay.
things can operate.
Absolutely.
I will say, to kill the light, you're going to have to spend some of that.
7.
7.
One focus.
Yeah, he just bored. He pops. There's no point. He's just gonna load up.
He'll cleave into that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
8.
That's an
8.
8.
I said drop a high low. You're gonna get 6 to 8
Yep.
pretty consistently.
Bunk.
really narrows that bell curve, doesn't it?
Flattens it out real good.
It flattens it out, or do we just? Zoop?
Oh yeah.
I am missing a crow. There's a crow. Okay.
And the monkey.
Go and swing in the monkey.
Monkey's defense is
14, I think.
Monkey defense. Monkey
you-
defense
with annoyance,
is he's a 15 right now.
Is that with annoyance?
Oh, he also has annoyance. So
Is he 15 base with annoyance?
monkey bite. While I'm made with this model, living enemy model shuffle -2. So we'll add that as a plus. So he's 17.
But how close do you have to be for that one?
It says while in melee. Oh, so it's 1 inch. Sorry, melee
Okay.
with him. So
So he
he's
may
a
be
15.
outside. Yeah.
He's a 15.
Yep, he's out.
Yeah, he's a 15.
Okay. I need an 8.
You need an 8. This might actually work.
Oh no, I need a 7. 7.
You need a 7.
We're gonna find out.
High lows and 8.
Yep.
That's an 8. I forgot to load up on a corpse.
But
this guy.
do you want to spend the corpse? Because if the monkey dies, you get the corpse back.
Yes, I do. All part of the plan.
More dice to the dice gods.
Holy crap! It's an 8.
Bunk. Honestly, for comedic factor, it's worth it.
And then the leader's gonna smack the grave ghoul.
Okay, go for it.
What's the grave ghoul's defense?
Grave Ghoul defense. He is a 13.
Is that a
12
7?
base.
12 base.
Cool. He is a 9.
Oh my god.
How is he a 9?
8 base plus 1 for the banner.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Good. We gotta go for it.
Need 4s.
Let me double check that.
Numa is saying that for the monkey, it is in melee. Let's double check the monkey's rules, because if Numa's correct here, in melee is if either of you are in melee.
Yeah, it says in melee.
Where's the monkey at? Oh, he's a. Where's the
Yeah,
monkey
because
at?
you definitely would have missed that one.
Okay, put the monkey back. I don't care.
Yeah.
Monkey's inconsequential.
We're learning.
We are learning.
Thank you, Numa. We appreciate you.
While in melee with this model, living enemy model suffer -2 melee attack rolls. Yes.
All right. So yep. In that case,
So he's effectively def 16 base before whatever
He's
you
a 17.
with all the other dumbness going on, okay.
Yeah. He
do. So you
lives.
would need 9.
Poor monkey. Oh, he also loses a corpse.
Because the monkeys, well,
You
yeah.
actually get that course back because he wouldn't have had to.
You are correct.
No, you spent
No.
No.
The first one was an 8, would have missed. You wouldn't have spent a corpse.
Okay. So he's got 3 on him. Okay. Welcome to fun.
Okay. I need a
the
3.
War Machine,
Yeah,
they
4.
said.
You need a 4.
You'll
You need a 4, but
enjoy
you
it,
don't
they
get charge
said.
dice on me, which is good.
Ooh.
It's a 3?
That's a 3.
I will take it. I get to live.
No, that's a hit, isn't it?
No.
4.
He needs a 4.
Ah,
He's a
9 to
13.
13, right?
He's a 13.
you should definitely spend a course to make him re-roll it.
No. I choose not. Temptor.
Numa, I love the name, by the way. It's fantastic. And seeing you talking twice in chat, all I can think is Numa, yay. I regret
Listen to
nothing.
Rihanna today. That just popped in my head. Good thing we're not a camera.
The hosts may or may
My
not be
what?
doing the
Tape
Numa
measure?
Numa dance
Oh, absolutely. There you
off
go.
screen.
Because I'm not used to having 15 as a threat.
Yeah, it's all good.
Can you please paste that over your caster? Or to the base of your caster?
Right there.
Cool. Jack will activate.
Okay.
Jack will walk to
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And Jack will shoot your caster.
Okay, sounds good.
And-
You do know that this blocks line of sight, right?
I still have line of sight through there.
Okay, let's double check. Yes, you do. You gotta move him a little bit, but yes. Boom. Okay, we're good.
Boost to hit.
Okay.
This will only be 4 dice because I am outside of your
Yes.
control range.
Correct.
What is the defense
Doom
of the Wanderer?
Panda is making a request to you, Greg.
Yes.
Wanderer's
He's
defense right
wondering
now,
if
he
your shirt
is a
is
16.
appropriately floofy as requested.
15 base.
Yeah, 15 base.
It is not.
16, I need 11.
Sorry, Doom
Yeah.
Panda.
11
It is
on
not
4
my
dice.
purple
On
floofy
3
shirt.
dice.
3 and a
drop
half
below.
dice,
Yeah,
yeah.
3.5 dice.
We'll get him in purple floofy next time.
Like, wait.
And that is an 11.
I knew
That is
that
an
is.
11. I will force you to re-roll that.
Yes, he requests me to always wear my pirate purple floofy shirt, and I came dressed as a warcaster one day.
Oh, God.
Oh, sweet, merciful
Oh,
Lord.
do I want to do it again?
You cannot make me reroll more than once.
With 2 different Grey Bulls.
Any one roll can only be re-rolled once.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good. Okay, you hit.
Is there a crit effect on that?
I wish.
I would probably explode right now.
Are you going to
Doom
shield guard
Panda
this?
is indicating that this is not
don't
a
I have to do it
request.
after damage?
No, you have to shield guard before
Sorry.
damage. Transfer after damage.
I can strip down now, but don't think the store would like
Let me
it.
double check how dodge works real quick.
You
Make
will
for
not
a
get to
very cold
dodge off
evening.
of shield guarding it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. This is my first time actually using dodge, so.
So if you miss, you can take a 2-inch placement.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and shield guard this. What's the POW on it?
15.
15. Oh, yeah, I'm going to shield guard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to boost the damage on the shield, on the.
Crab it.
The answer
Crab
to this
it
question, what
is
happens
armor
when
12.
what happens when a arm 12 Krabbit is hit by a POW 15 range attack is the answer is the same as to what happens when you put a Krabbit in the microwave.
Yeah. So it's 13
Rabbit
armor.
stew. +2. Oh!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to force you to reroll.
That's just 20 points of damage. Sorry, 21.
Yeah, it's going to. The rebound's going to hurt a lot.
Oh, I forgot about
There
that.
is no rebound. It's
This is a shield guard.
not a transfer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he just blows up.
never mind. I want to put this back.
You're just gonna blow a
Oh,
Krabbit.
no, I'm going to. Yeah, you can just blow up. He's
And
just
he-
fine.
If he has
Kaboom.
any fury on him, he can reave it.
I will go ahead and read it.
Yeah, because of the shield guard.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that Krabbit
Exploded.
I believe 8 more boxes than it had.
It
Yeah.
did. It did.
Hey, there's no kill quite like overkill.
Yeah.
And you can quote Sun Tzu on that.
Yeah. Jeez.
I just see the
That's
shot coming
nuts.
in, the Krabbit jumping with
Okay,
the legs in the
that's
air.
funny.
He missed.
Sun Tzu's quotable in a lot of ways. Sun Tzu, stay strapped or get clapped. Kick him in the wiener. There's no kill like overkill. This is all in the Art of War, folks. Read it.
Also,
Because clearly I have.
talk crap, get hit.
Which translator did you use?
Chat GPT.
ChatGPT.
Oh god.
ChatGPT. Art of War edition. Oh my god.
So what is the eyebrow?
Well, I was assuming you wouldn't have as many transfers. I was not expecting the Krabbit to explode.
Neither was I. Let's be honest.
I kind of wanted the Krabbit to live, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
What?
I killed you too well.
Curse you, my own murderous weapons.
Curse you, giant dice!
This is normal for you, Scott.
Your son, but an unenviable betrayal.
The Krabbits over there, I think we should call this this land Scott's Jack. I think we should call it your grave.
You went Krabbit hunting and you exploded him.
Yep.
No, to be fair, your Krabbit get down, Mr. President, the Wanderer,
Yes.
and it was probably a good call because your president's still alive.
Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I chose the wrong side. 100%. Yeah.
You know, you could have picked the grassy knoll side there, JFK.
Except I would be hiding
Was the
behind
Krabbit
it.
back into the left?
Yes. It was
That's right, back into the left.
He was back into the left. The poor Krabbit.
That last shot was done by Lee Harvey Warjack. And Warjack Ruby is in the back there somewhere.
Poor Krabbit. He's going up to the Great Krabbit Meadow in the sky.
Mark for a rules question.
Yes.
If a model is engaged, another model in the unit is not engaged, and that model charges something else, do the models that were engaged, if they have Unstoppable, still get the charge attack?
No.
No.
No. They do get, but they get a regular attack, yeah?
Yes. They
But they
cannot
cannot
charge if they
charge.
are engaged.
Okay, now we do need to fix
Yeah.
that.
The charge rules are still
Weird. Yeah, it's really weird. I even think the rules around Unstoppable have also changed in this time frame too. Like, Nayslayers
I like
don't
that
have
one.
it anymore, but the Warhorse does, which is dumb. They said it's an error, but Oh,
This
yeah,
model does
okay.
not have to forfeit its combat action when it advances or is placed out of one of more enemy models' melee ranges during its normal movement.
I think
So it would still get its attack. However, the charge rules also indicate that you cannot charge if you are engaged. So you would not
Correct.
get a charge attack.
and I believe that is a recent change too.
A model in a unit that was engaged prior to being placed as a result of its unit's normal action must also forfeit its combat action, that activation, unless it is placed within the melee range of any model that was previously engaging. That's the disengage rule. Unstoppable gets around that, allowing you to not forfeit, but a part of the engagement rules is if you are engaged, you cannot make a charge.
So this is a Pepe Silva meme, like.
I mean, yes, but I mean it's pretty clear because of all the precedents. That, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we're rules lawyering it over here, but yes, the final answer, unless chat disagrees with us and gives us compelling evidence, is that you can in fact charge with another model in the unit that is eligible to charge. The model that is engaged, as long as it has unstoppable, will still get its melee attack, but will not get a charge
So
attack.
here's the engaged and engaging. When a model is within an enemy model's melee range and in that model's line of sight, it is engaged. When a model has an enemy's model in its melee range and line of sight, it is engaging that model. When a model is either engaged or engaging, it is in that melee. Full stop. Next paragraph. One sentence. Engaged models cannot charge. Boom. Full stop.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Numa. Numa is saying that if
Oh, I
if
get
one
another
in the
corpse.
unit is engaged, the unit with unstoppable
Because
can
the
still
crab
attack.
exploded.
If you like pina coladas, watching Krabbits explode.
Dancing in the blood.
If you like rolling some dice now, maybe Grymkin's for you. So Numa, the scenario, I believe we're going to go to an overhead view really quickly. Pause your clock so we can just explain this out to folks. So Scott, if you could point out what exactly you're looking at.
Remove these two models. He charges in here. These two get placed.
So specifically, Numa, we're looking at the desters towards the top of the table near the clock. If we remove two of the murder crows from around one of the models, he is no longer engaged. That frees up that model to make a charge. And then the other two desters are engaged at the start of that movement. Because they're desters, they do have breakthrough.
Unstoppable.
I'm sorry, unstoppable. Sorry. They are being placed. What's going on here is that Scott's looking to charge with the model that is not engaged then at the start of its activation. So our understanding of the rules is it would still be able to charge. The other two models are placed as per normal, but because they have unstoppable, they would still make a melee attack, just not a charge attack against targets if they so chose.
Panini.
So yes, that's what we're looking at, just as a heads up. Feel free to unpause and continue the murder.
All right, let's get to it.
No, I have lots of questions about how to play this because
Yeah, of course.
That's what we're here for, to share our inexperience with the world.
yep.
Notice I said ours. It's not just yours, I promise.
Bonk. We'll go ahead and take away this prey token because it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm trying to not copy Rob when playing Grymkin. Although my dreamer list is really close to it.
Well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Numa, that is correct. That is because the book says that you cannot charge if you are engaged. We're just clarifying for chat. You're good. Keep doing your thing.
Yep.
Well, so the models that are getting placed won't get their charge attack if they were not eligible to charge. And the only reason they would get to attack if they left the melee range of the models they were engaged with is if they had unstoppable. Now, the big difference here is we're talking about a charge movement, which would have to be because of a model that is not engaged, versus a charge attack where, especially if you're cavalry, that matters a lot because you're getting an auto-boosted attack roll as well as the auto-boosted damage roll.
Can your skin and bones be knocked down?
Yes.
Okay.
but I can also, if you end your movement, I can move him. Because of Labyrinth.
Yes, what kind of magic spell to use? Snips in.
Force strike.
Wrong movie reference. We'll start singing that if someone shouts there can only be one. So
Place one model of battle group within 1 inch of its current location for each road marker in play.
And you can pop more than one trump card a turn.
Correct.
it's a command card. And
Command card is 2 per turn. I've only used 1.
Okay.
And Ill Omens doesn't target a Grymkin Warlock.
Because that's the other important part, is you can't target a model or unit more than once with a command card.
I really can see the block super clearly on this. This is nuts.
Sorry, I'm...
What's the threat on your Nayslayers?
15, 13 without beacon.
Okay.
getting all gooey about our new technology.
So I'm reading the unit charge rules, because that's one we haven't checked. Remember that a model in a unit that was engaged prior to being placed as a result of a unit charging must also forfeit its combat action, that activation, unless it is placed within the melee range of all models that were previously engaging it. In such a case, the engaged model's first melee is not considered to be a charge attack. The damage rolls are not automatically boosted as part of the charges.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing?
I'm just going to ignore all that.
Okay.
So. It's charge 11 if you don't have Desperate Pace.
Yeah, it's charge 11.
I've never had one of their
But
paninis.
he's right here.
It tastes good. They're just 70% bread.
Yeah.
And definitely
I move here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because, yeah, that honestly sounds like the best. I don't need that anymore because that plan's shot. Can you please hold the end over the front of your base?
Yeah. You are also being blocked by line of sight.
You are a larger base model.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Can we get a rules check on that? I have been
What?
told 3 different things
What
on
now?
it.
What?
So small bases block large base models.
No.
No. Other way. So
It's volume height.
picture of it like you are looking from your feet.
Consistency would be nice. Okay, go ahead.
So it's like, yeah, it's all about the height. So
Yeah.
the small base is
Yeah.
1 3/4 inch tall.
Mm-hmm.
A medium base is 2 inches
That
tall. I
is
think.
literally not what I've been told as far as Mark IV rules. So
No, they still have volume rules.
Okay.
It's actually more important now because 3D terrain. But
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we brought back elevation.
Yep.
So that way you two can take your descendulator up and down the watchtower.
I'm so excited for Watchtower. I think it's gonna be silly, and I love it.
All along the watchtower, my warcaster's gonna die.
And I can't re-roll it, so
Yep.
I don't have a grave ghoul nearby.
Yep.
defenses.
I'm going to activate this Jack. He's going to walk to this location.
Yep.
He's going to shoot the Malady
Do
Man.
you have a 2-inch melee on him by chance?
1 inch.
One. Okay. All right, you're gonna shoot the Melody Man.
Appreciate that.
Pretty sure it's only 1 inch. Yep, just 1 inch.
All right, so Melody Man, he is a def 13.
Boost to hit.
Yep.
I am a 5, so I need an 8.
Yep.
And I believe I am outside of 12 for Wanderer. Yes.
Yep, you are outside. Yep, you hit. I believe he has 5 boxes. Armor 15.
Straight dice, I will boost damage.
Okay.
That
Yep,
will
you get
be
him.
12 points.
Yep.
So my final ruling on this: if you make a charge, the other models, if they were engaged, have to forfeit combat.
Why? But they have breakthrough.
Right. It's under the unit charging rules. If a model any unit that was engaged prior to being placed as a result of the unit charging must also forfeit combat action that activation.
What about the wording?
I've muted you.
Unless it's placed within range.
What
of
about the
unit.
wording of unstoppable?
You know what? Let's talk about this after the game, if we have time.
It's a moot point. I'm moving beyond that
Yes,
already.
yes.
Yeah.
So, Greg, we'll talk about it after the game to discuss it in more detail. Save that
I'm going to
tidbit
activate these
for,
dusters.
Okay.
for stuff, and maybe
This
to
one will start.
really
He
workshop
will
it with
shoot
chat.
This one?
Okay. Do they have pistol?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be really annoyed if they didn't.
Yeah. All right. So
You are a 13?
I am a 14.
14.
No,
Right.
I think
Elements.
the movement
Doesn't matter.
The one thing I hate about the Grymkin is the fact that their cards are the entire board.
Yeah, it depends on what it is too. Like it's really weird. This is the particular one.
14, I need an 8.
You need an 8. That's a hit.
It's a POW 14.
POW 14. Yeah, you pick him up. Which one?
This one.
Okay. Bonk.
And then he'll stab this guy.
Okay, sounds good.
He is a mat 7.
Yep.
So I need a 7.
That hits.
POW 14.
Does that hit? Yeah, it does. POW 14. Bonk. Gets picked up.
This guy will activate. He will hit here.
Okay.
He will shoot first, so
Yep.
he needs an 8. He will miss. He
Sweet.
will stab.
Okay.
He will miss.
Okay. They live.
This guy will stab here.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll stab there.
Oh, as a miss, do I want to pop that or do I want to wait? Sorry, give me just a second here, because with a miss, yeah, we're to go ahead and pop Fortune's Path.
Yep.
And that's my max number of cards this turn.
Yep. So he's going to stab there.
Yep. Oh, God.
You injured it
He'll
up.
Shoot there.
Yep.
Shoot. These guns have
Oh,
pistols.
Yep. Yeah, whatever.
It's a game with dice. Dice do happen.
Repo.
Okay. You do know I can get him over here, right?
What's the range?
6. And he moves 5. And I can give him
Moves.
Pathfinder.
Okay.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, I can get there barely, but I can get there.
No, I'm done with it. Sorry.
But I also have to move Wanderer and a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Yeah. This jack will activate.
'Kay.
He will.
shoot the monkey.
No, he will charge a monkey.
You'll charge the monkey.
He doesn't have a gun.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a pretty big range. But then again, yeah, we're good. Okay, Monkey Man.
Big range. Speed 6, +3 for the charge,
Okay.
+2 for Crusader's Call.
Oh, you have Crusader's Call. Okay.
Yeah, so charge is 11.
Roar!
My body's failing at what an interesting for a second. That's all.
Can.
Half an hour ago, you were grimacing.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
You gotta pick one.
Yep. Yeah, I'll pick the monkey.
Yep, monkey. Roar!
Don't need that so much as to just remind myself to move every 15 to 30 minutes. That usually solves it if I'm just sitting still for a long time.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm probably going to miss.
He is a 17, I think, under Starcrossed. Because he's a 14 Starcrossed Monkey Bite. So yeah, he's a 17.
No. Not living.
Oh, you are correct. So he's a 15 under Starcrossed.
Okay. I need 9.
You need 9.
Here come the
Where are you
dice.
getting the 4th dice?
Feet.
Feet. Where are you getting the 3rd?
Starcrossed.
Star-crossed.
Oh, you're right. I'm losing my mind. Apologies. Go ahead.
It's been a long time.
Miss.
Okay. Monkey Man.
Don't really care. Just need to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
He is going to activate,
Okay.
and he's just going to walk.
Okay.
Now, if he can't walk, he has to charge if he wants to. Stupid choices.
Yep.
Uncle says, "How does he mad about a horse?"
I don't. I wouldn't be able to get on a horse.
Activate the mechanics.
Okay.
We're going to walk. There's 6.
Okay.
Yep. Place themselves. Empower.
Okay.
And empower.
Okay. And they all have generator, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be fun to deal with.
Yep.
Andrew has stepped away, and now I have control of the microphone.
The fool. You're going to charge him.
Okay.
Okay. You're a 14.
Yep.
I am a 7 cav. I'm a 7. I hit.
Okay. Sounds good. He explodes.
Yep.
Bonk.
Nope. Yeah, well. What to do with you guys? Thank you.
That's going to be important.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I can move some stuff. I can hopefully move some stuff around and try and get at him.
I would be very impressed if you do.
Yeah. I also have the unstoppable card, so
Even then.
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Because you don't have acrobatics or
No.
flight.
No, I don't have acrobatics or flight.
Oh no. Just tried small sun. Feels good.
You had my adventure for me. Instead of the crux you. Like you would read my writing.
Better than my dad. My dad literally looks like chicken scratch.
Oh, mine's. There's a whole bunch of my handwriting in that backpack actually.
We're going to take these guys. They're going to walk.
Okay.
Because they don't have any good charge targets.
Yep.
I'm struggling. It's always real. Struggle's always real.
Bloop. Bloop.
Okay. You don't pop a road marker, so there's that.
So what?
You don't pop a road marker, so there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? I can't remember. Shoot. I know it from Spaceballs more than Police Academy. Got the bleeps, the sweeps, and the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
The creeps, yes.
Yeah. There's no way I can do it.
I can't even text, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. You can go after my objective.
No, I can't.
Oh, it's bottom. It's,
Second player's second turn.
Ah,
Yeah.
curses.
Yep. Guy in the back to shoot that grief.
Sounds good.
Because they're obnoxious.
Yep. Yes, they are.
What is your defense?
My defense is a 13.
I need a 7.
Yep, you need a 7.
Okay. Correction.
That is not a 7.
That is not a 7. Second guy, same target.
Yep,
Taking. What?
that is not a 7.
And the last guy,
Yep.
same target.
Anyway, I remember her eating my hair. So that's all I
That is a 7.
I will make you re-roll.
I think that was actually one of his. Not as. It wasn't one
That
of
is still a 7.
That is still a 7. All right, Pow.
14.
Pow 14, he is a...
15.
He's a 17.
17?
He's 17.
Okay. So, dice off 3.
Dice off 3. He's got 5 boxes.
Yep. I'm looking for an 8.
Yep.
It's coming out in like 2 months.
What's his name?
Michael.
Reroll time.
Yep.
There's a lot of sound effects.
You will take 3.
I will take a...
I'm going to pop 2 inspiration on them.
Okay.
They have tough.
Okay, that's fine. Do.
That's turn.
Sweet. I will reuse some fury. Dodge expires.
And you will not get it back.
I will not get it back. I will not get it back next game because that's how hard he died. All right. So I'm gonna check some movement stuff. No, that's not. It's close.
I don't know why, but the
So I need to get within 8 inches of that guy using, with Unstoppable, using this guy.
well, because I was seeing the cherry bombs. So
Oh, you know that one.
2,
That's always there's a it's chipping.
3.
Say, there's not a big enough gap there.
Let's check.
There's not a big enough gap there.
You are correct. I was hoping. Because at least my prey would do something, but it does not. Okay, at least not this game. All right, well, this guy's within 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and activate these guys first.
Yep.
Just go ahead and move. They are both within 1 inch of both guys. So they have gang.
Yep.
What's your... All right, so I actually get to attack with them. Yay! So attack and damage rolls. So they are 6, they are 8s, they are 9s because of ill omen, because of Fortune's Path.
I think I can read Scott's tablet from my screen.
you can see the clock, and like I knew you told me about it, but I saw it. I was like, oh my god.
All right, so it's going into this guy is a 9. What's your defense?
You have 4.
You have 4.
You can read the chest.
That's a 4.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. All right, so it's no charge. What's your armor?
19.
Oof. So I am a POW 9. I'm an 11.
You're a
9.
12.
I'm a 12.
Off 7.
Smaller.
Dice off 7.
Good form factor.
Nope. Same guy, same thing.
In the middle of the game, so it didn't bother me.
Miss. No grave rule around. Okay, these road markers come up.
We made this purchase on the recommendation of Logan, who's over there playing Magic.
Oh, cool.
Well, so Greg made the purchase. I didn't do anything.
How's the game going?
I stood here and looked pretty, and I was really bad.
It's a strange game.
Looks like it.
So yeah, this grave rule's dead. He is rippity rippity roo.
Wait, why is he dead?
Oh, you are correct. I thought he was dead. Okay, so some reason I thought he was dead. Okay,
He's hurt.
yeah, he's very, very much hurt.
One of my negation angels shot a striker in the face for 8 damage.
Seal of Mist goes away.
Because I rolled boxcars.
I shot a Crabbit for 21 damage.
No, we did not start late. However, yeah, we did not start late. However, we did start with a little bit of banter and some talk about some of the new stuff coming out while they were setting up, and they unpacked and deployed on right before that. So we got started not late, but we ran the clock a little bit in the beginning.
So we're going to try and blow up that guy with a bunch of attacks. Honestly, so I had a road marker here, I had a road marker right here. Thinking it might be a good idea to move him there. No, I want to be able to take out these guys, so we're fine. All right. Now, so we're going to activate Maladay Man. He is going to get Pathfinder. He is going to walk 5 inches.
So you're burning a card?
I am burning a card.
Okay.
Ah, crap. Because I knock over my friggin' wanderer. And then he is within 6, and he's going to give them Desperate Pace.
Okay.
That's a desperate man.
And then I just need to make sure that I have... So we're going to do this. So you have a 1-inch melee.
Yep.
And even laser.
The important trick is the distance.
Yeah. So they have 13. And we are there.
You know, I'm actually kind of digging the lighting.
I think it's the adjustment from the cameras. Oh yeah, but it's fantastic.
Now the question is, can I get my lead guy within? I think I can get my lead guy within 2 inches. So
You can
put
see
him
what's going on the table. You can see roll.
right here, and
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Speed 13 or speed 11?
charge is 13.
Okay.
Charge is 13.
Okay. You got to end within that 13.
Yep. Okay. So we're right here, and he is within that 13.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you. All right, we're gonna make sure he's within 2 because that is extremely important for this. Otherwise, I'm in bad news. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna place a guy here. Make sure that's within 2.
You have line of sight.
Doesn't matter for placement. That's within 2.
You have to have, is that a unit?
It's a unit.
So they have to be placed with line of sight to the first model move.
Yeah, you can see him barely.
No, as long as you can, you're good.
Yeah. Really?
Yep, they have to have line of sight to the model, first model move.
Very rarely an issue.
Okay.
It's when you go around buildings and weird stuff that it comes in.
Yep.
Or place around a bunch of large bases.
Yeah, so you do you pick one model to move. You do the full movement with that model. The rest are placed within 2 inches and in line of sight of the first model moved.
Yeah, I can't stick a guy there, unfortunately. This guy goes there. This guy is going to be a little weird. Sorry, I'm moving your dude. I apologize. Goes there. And he's just going to have to go right here. Okay. All right, so we will do cavalry things. What is your fine gentleman's?
12.
He's a 12. So 3 dice. I am a 6. I'm a 7. So I need a 5 on 3 dice.
It's right on the camera that it is in person.
That is a 5.
Yeah.
I don't have any crit pitch or anything like that. So it's 3 dice. What is your armor?
19 or 18.
18, so it's a 9. Do you have any bonuses?
Not currently.
Not currently. Okay. So 9, I am an 8, dice minus 1.
It do happen. Yeah, even the side cannon.
And this is against the jack, yes?
Yes, this is against the jack.
I don't think it's the fancy one.
I will let you know when it's not against.
Because the DSLR is designed.
Oh, that's
That'll be 7.
7.
It will be 2. Give me an indication, please.
Okay. Is 5.
Okay.
Next guy. Targeting the jack. Need a 5. Gets there. 3 dice.
That's 4 dice.
Sorry. No, it's 3 dice. So it's to the 1.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's minus 1.
6.
Yep. 6 to the 1.
I mean, sold out does have a point. Sometimes the rules just get in the way.
We will do the hobby horse.
Okay.
Hobby horse, I think, is a little bit better.
That's why you play factions that can ignore those silly
He is a
rules.
pow 9, so he's a 10. So I'm dice plus 1.
Okay.
rewriting some the Art of War.
Oh, I gotta hit first.
Gotta hit first.
I gotta hit first.
You're probably
He's a
gonna
mat 7, he's an 8. So versus your 12, I need 4s.
Maybe that's what I do.
That's
this
a 4.
summer, to translate the Art of War without knowing any of it. No, just rewrite it. Your own image.
So
be
minus
6.
6. 6
The
to
Art of
3.
Vantage War. Zap Brannigan it.
Okay. We will do this guy is his 3rd attack into him.
An Art of War coloring book.
Need a
We
5.
found them at Costco.
That's a 5.
Yep.
Dice minus 1.
I seriously consider
So that's going to be
for an Art of War.
8. Damn it, still up.
Yep.
Okay. Very
And
nice.
He's still dangerous.
I got this guy right here is going into here.
Yep.
Ah, left my die in there. I'm happy I get to attack with Nace Slayers. I'm pretty stoked. So I need 5 hits. God. Dice minus 1. That should pick him up.
Armor piercing.
Yep.
That's the thing.
All right, and then these find so yeah, I got one more.
You got one more.
One more. So he's within range, so he gets his charge dice.
Yep.
So do. My crows can't get it done. This guy will. What is his defense?
13.
13. I need 6 on 3 dice. Gets there. Barely. I don't need you. What's his armor?
Arm 17, down to an 8, up to a 10.
Perfect. So I am dice off 2. Ow.
A Revan.
All right, so they're good.
That's how you'll say dead guy.
Thank you.
Pick your new prey.
Oh, new prey. New prey is going to be these fine gentlemen. And then repo. Do a lot of repo. Because apparently, if these guys weren't busted enough, they have repo.
Yep.
There. Reposition is so good now. Oh my god.
Reposition is amazing.
Actually, I'm going to repo him this way.
Move through and see through my precision. Oh, yay. I need a 7.
Go.
We're still 2 hours out. Hey, you don't have to.
Go.
2 games in. I'm not going to have time to get it started up. So they've been playing for a long time.
All right, so they're done. I actually got to do cool things with these guys, so that's nice. We will go ahead and activate the Wanderer next.
Yep.
Actually, first we'll activate this guy. He's just going to go ahead and move a little bit out of the way. The Wanderer is going to go ahead and move. So I can't target the dude behind him, can I?
No.
Okay.
You cannot draw a line of sight to him.
Okay. But I can do it this way.
Do what way?
I can do these 2 with a spray. Because his gun's a spray.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We will do his lantern.
I had a coworker suggest a ramen place like 2 blocks away from the convention center in Portland. I'm like, that make Kelsey. God, ramen's so good.
He did move, so he does not get anything fun.
Was it the one off Kingston?
All right, so what is your what's your defense on your duster?
13.
13. I'm a 7. Do I need to boost? Do I need to boost? Let's go ahead and boost.
Statistics say no, but dice say yes.
Go ahead and boost. Oh yeah, that hits.
Yep.
And then we'll do the guy in the back.
Yep.
I will not boost this one.
Yep. For the future, declare all boost.
Oh, declare all boost.
Is that still a thing, or is that?
It's for models. We actually played that wrong in verse 3.
Yeah. So I need a 6. Oh, it's cocked. That hits. Okay. They're all def -2.
Yep.
And +2 speed to charge into them. And they just get flare. They don't actually take any damage.
Yep.
If you can handle the growth, like that kind of thing is fantastic.
And then we'll go ahead and
The head chef owner was like, I'm kind of like 12 years of my life, I want to enjoy it. I want to be working my butt off, stressed out.
And which two did you shoot?
these two. So let me go ahead and get a thing. They were both flared. I thought it did. For some odd reason, I thought it did damage. Whoops.
Yeah, I should stop talking about it.
All right. So we will go ahead and activate Skin and Moans. Skin and Moans will go ahead and charge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything with him, unfortunately. He's got a single corpse on him. We are going to change that.
You'll try.
So he is going to go ahead and charge. So what's his defense?
So who are you charging?
I am charging this model.
This model?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and force yourself.
Yep.
Well, good for them.
All right. What is his?
13.
13. I am +1.
Should be an 8.
You're probably correct. Yes. So I need a 5. That's a 5.
Yep.
He is 16. He's a 17. He's an 18. Because he's got a corpse on him. Yada yada yada.
Dice +1.
Dice +1. Yeah, blows him up.
And I do not get tough because of Bone Picker, or is that not a thing anymore?
He does. He doesn't have get in the bag. So actually, no, he's just death powered. So you do get a tough roll. No, he is not tough. Get a corpse. He hits harder now. Yay!
Not that you needed it.
No, not that I need. We'll go ahead and go after this guy.
Yep.
Try and pick up the cab while I can.
You need a 3.
Yep, need a 3. Not double ones. Gets there. He's a POW. He's dice +2 now.
Yep.
Blows him up. Not tough. Gets in the corpse. Can I force a reroll on tough?
No.
With
No.
It's just attack and damage.
Yes.
Just trying to figure out how you got 13 inches on the right side.
So desperate pace.
Yeah, there's 6. They're speed 6, right?
Speed 6.
9, 10, 11.
So they're speed 6. +2 is 8. Charge is 13.
Total threat, not me.
Total threat's 13.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All good. Keep going.
Then we've got. So we still got attacks for this guy. He is going to buy an attack. Oh, I didn't star-crossed off this guy because I'm stupid. So he gets star-crossed.
Okay, you're star-crossing now.
I am star-crossing now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a derp. So he's going to swing into this guy. What's his...
12.
12. Ugh. So I need a... I'm an 8. I need a 4. Got him. Is a POW 20... About 20.
And then 2 guys don't get attacks. The banner guy.
20. And I will buy another attack.
Yep.
And we'll go into him. Same. Use a 4. Ah.
If you can roll on the camera.
And then he's a POW 20. Oh, that corpse goes over to this grave pool. For the last on guard.
Yep. Yep.
Kerplunk. All right. He's done with his activation. Can't do anything else with him. I will then move on to this Grave Ghoul. He'll go ahead and charge. I believe his reach is 2. Yep, his reach is 2. So he's just going to run in, charge.
Who are you charging?
This guy.
Cool.
He has a single corpse on him. He is a Mat 7.
Yeah, it's still snowing. It's not.
Counting buffs. He's a 12 and a 5. Hit.
Yep.
It is a POW with his shovel. He's a POW 13. What's your armor?
17.
17. That's cocked. Yeah, come on. He picks up a corpse. And he's reached 2. Monkey Man.
Little do you know, all my corpses are black licorice flavored.
Gross. Disgusting.
Ah!
It's a good news because souls are bacon flavored. That's right.
Sorry, we're
Nope, I can't make that. I can't see him, so I can't do anything with Monkey.
Can't see
Worm
what.
was just
I
all
can't
about
see that
the,
guy.
nitrogen
But I can see
deficiency.
him, and he has
Chris
acrobatics.
is all about that bacon.
So Monkey's gonna charge. Whee!
Do you,
Does he have unstoppable?
even if you did, you still can't charge me.
If you
Okay,
are engaged, you cannot charge.
you are correct. He's gonna just go ahead and go in this guy. Monkey Man.
The best corpse. Gross. You can take your black licorice corpses. That's disgusting. I'll take my bacon
So he's a
soul all day of the week.
6.
Sorry,
Versus a
so like
12,
you can
I'm a
have
6.
the black licorice corpses.
Miss. You're like, finally! Finally, he missed! And then we'll go ahead and do these Nayslayers. Nayslayers, I'll go ahead and run. What is your charge range on this
To be
guy?
fair, if you're playing pigs,
Threat of 10.
Threat of 10.
those corpses are also bacon flavored.
Okay.
They are, but they have the
So
bacon
outside
rule.
12.
Do they still?
I don't know. I have to look. I haven't actually looked at much of my
Fair.
pigs. I saw the cast just went meh. And started playing
They'll
circle.
just go ahead, run and play dead.
I'm a look. Here we are asking the important questions.
On Zero Camp. Thornfall Alliance. Was it the infantry or was it
The war beasts.
I don't have stealth. So
I was a battle
actually,
boar.
You know what?
No.
They will go ahead and
Yeah,
just do.
If they die
Oh.
within,
Yep, Gunboar Bacon. When this model is destroyed, each living war beast within 1 inch of it can remove D3 damage points.
bacon.
Here.
Bacon
was the fun
flavored
model.
corpses.
It's like taco flavored kisses, but better.
Oh, that's a crow. All right. So that's their go. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I still got this guy right here. He will just go ahead and charge.
You, Dr.
Actually, do I care? No, I don't want him to disengage and cause me problems. He will go ahead and charge here.
Turn the dial.
Or do I want to?
You don't have line of sight to me.
Oh, you are.
Dial to go crazy.
Is that still a rule?
Oh yeah, the Roadhog.
Roadhog?
Okay, so you can charge him.
Yes, I can charge him, but I'll actually go after this guy.
You're called Twisted. Maybe it's the Warhog.
And I'm a +1.
Aggression dial.
Aggression as a dial. I knew there was a dial somewhere.
So he's a Mat 7. What is your defense?
To 11.
12.
That one I know.
Defense 12. Is his Fury? He's Fury 3.
All I can think of Soldat is Tiny
I
Tim
will.
in
So he's charging.
Pharaoh form.
So,
Excuse
yeah,
me,
I'll take
sir.
a 6.
Eat me, please.
You have to force yourself.
Yep. Yeah. You are correct. Boonk. Roar! As I knock over the tree.
Pharaoh
Call
Society.
Greenpeace.
Yeah. Mr. Pig Scrooge, can we go get a pig
Hits.
for Christmas? A Christmas hog?
I am a POW 10.
Off 6.
Excuse
Nice
me, Mr. Arcadius.
10. because that's how I'm rolling
Oh,
today.
so that we,
It's a 5.
We try not to use your real names, even if we know who you are. But thanks for the heads up.
Yep.
Okay. He's going to buy an attack.
And that's when they say, Dr. Arcadius' war beast grew 3 sizes that day.
And he will boost damage.
They failed their frenzy checks and ran away and beat the crap out of those little whoos. And no.
You're definitely mixing your IPs there.
On purpose. I swear.
So it's going to be another 5 to 3.
Fair.
I'd like to consider them UP's unintelligent
You
properties because
somehow
I'm
managed to
using
not
them.
cripple a single system.
Yep. Hey, sometimes stuff doesn't work out for me that way, but I think I've been doing pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Think of all the Mickey Mouse stuff we can do in like a year.
2, no animus.
Yeah.
And that's turn.
No, so the problem with
Okay.
Mickey Mouse is that every time
Um,
Disney has fought.
So nobody scores anything.
Nope.
There's a lot of attrition here.
So if they do it again,
They did play dead.
Maintenance, control, main phase.
well, that's right, Pickett.
Yeah, they decided to play dead.
I need to work on that.
Okay.
now.
Vengeance.
Okay. Yeah, that's plan he's on right now.
My pigs are poo themed. One of my pigs I was painting, and it wasn't until I was painting it, he was missing his tail, so I just named him Eeyore. It was kind of weird.
Have you seen there's a guy, and I mean, this is like a decade ago he did it, but his Signar was either My Little Pony or Transformers themed.
I like it because the angels do so much better at horse than they do.
My Little Pony Cab would be amazing.
They're
the
so
60s
rainbow.
cartoons.
Let me see if I can find it.
So I'd love to see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey in 60s cartoon style. That'd be fantastic. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh.
There's no good way to
Little
make
murdery bear so stuffed
do you need a
with
thing?
fluff, he's gonna kill you.
So
He's
stuffed
gonna
with-
kill you. Stabbing, stabbing that little bear. Oh, Piglet, it seems that he hasn't given me his honey. It'd be a bother if I didn't get it from him.
Mandatory.
Wait a minute, wait a
Yep.
minute.
Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Just place him there. I'll pick him up.
Oh, I'm still muted.
No,
Okay.
you're on.
Oh, I don't know.
The world can hear you.
So right now, Scott is doing vengeance attacks off of his Dawnguard Sentinels.
As one does.
They're not going to hit, most likely.
No.
But you're saying there's a
chance.
Yep.
Yeah, we got Star-Crossed, we got Shenanigans.
I'm sorry. Wait, the Russian version of what? Winnie the Pooh?
In Russia, Winnie the Pooh is potato.
Into the
Grave goal.
Well, bother, Comrade Piglets. I seem to have
So
misplaced
he
my
is
potato.
defense 12.
I am a 7. Give me a 5.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Let me double check something real quick and see if there's anything else I can
So
pop
that's
here.
amazing.
It's the 3 words that just make that.
Abuses guest rights. To be
I
fair,
will go
he does get
ahead
stuck in the hole trying to get out of Rabbit's house.
I will go ahead and pop Labyrinth since you ended a movement in
Oh
my
my
control
God.
phase. He goes here.
Oh, Pooh, please leave.
Okay.
Oh, I can't, Piglet. I'm stuck.
I just want to make sure that guy doesn't do anything. And I got all your other melee taken care of.
Your hole was too small, Piglet. I'm stuck.
But Pooh, you broke the wall.
I moved my dude, everything within my control range. Is minus 2
Please,
speed.
Pooh, leave the honey.
Oh, bother. I've eaten too much honey, Piglet. I can't leave now.
But Pooh, you've eaten the bacon.
Are you going to make me reroll?
And it was delicious, Piglet.
Apologies.
Maybe your next little friend.
Still hit.
Yep.
Yep, that'd do it.
He is
Find
a
this thing.
armor
I have it out.
16.
Off 4.
Yep. Oh, you still get 3 dice?
Weapon Master.
Okay. Ow.
And then
He explodes. I could make you re-roll it, but it doesn't matter. He's got 2 health left.
I was about average on those dice, so
Yeah.
yeah.
First swing into the skin of
Okay. Let me go
It's
ahead and get
amazing
the
sold that.
Grave Ghoul off of there.
I thought it was the same
Okay.
artist, but he had his template.
He is a
Horses, but I can't see.
13, sir.
He's 6.
Yep.
That hits.
It's a good thing we're a War Machine
He's an
stream and not a Winnie
armor.
the Pooh stream.
He's an armor 19.
Off 7.
Some log in to watch the games, others to hear the poo commentary.
That would be 7 to the 1.
7 to 1. I'll make you reroll.
We are not the same.
Oh, Giancarlo
It'll be 2 to the
Esposito.
2.
Okay, 2 to 2. What's their
12 off
Okay.
7.
12 off 7? So you're rolling. Yep, you were correct. Sorry.
3 to the 2, actually.
3 to 2. Okay.
It definitely
Oh
would
no,
have.
it definitely would have happened in person. Just happens to be that we're sharing this with the world while a game War Machine's
Second guy.
happening.
Yep.
Or third guy.
Third guy.
Will hit.
I'm not going to make you reroll. What's the dice off again? I'm sorry.
It's 2 damage right now.
2 damage. I will take it. To the 4.
And the last guy.
Okay.
Are you under feet?
No.
No, he feeded last turn.
No
I'm
feet.
under Starcrossed.
Yep.
Because
Starcrossed.
Pain.
Because a mini feed every turn sounds amazing.
Yup.
that'll miss.
Okay.
Did anyone score control points last turn?
Is that all 4 of them?
Nope.
Okay.
That is all 4 of them.
That is all 4. Okay.
There was a monkey. No jack over
Yeah.
there.
Assyria did pop feet on Scott's second turn.
Okay, now I go to power up.
Okay.
The Wanderer's
Focus.
just a jerk.
Gets a focus. Caster gets her full stack back.
And now we're on Super Assassination Plan.
Yep.
Have you seen a crabbit blow up?
I have
You
one
might
transfer.
see it
Yep.
now.
And can you feel the shell tonight penetrating the skin?
May I borrow the laser?
Yes, absolutely.
Then you hunt mine down.
So many dusters.
What?
That jack will
jack.
shoot and
move
kill
my
the
calf. I have
Wanderer.
eyesight to the
Yes, you do.
Then the
absolutely
game
do.
will end. Parody.
Can you assassinate
Tonight. We'd like to see it now. So shoot him dead and end this broadcast.
I mean, your feet did a lot of work.
Want to go
Oh, it did.
home.
Yeah. Well, I can see why Rob doesn't like the crows too much.
We're here for the rest
Like
of the
Dreadrots
night.
is probably a better pick for what I want him to do.
We still have 50 minutes of stream, actually. We're plenty of time.
So how is everybody doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing good.
Are we chilling?
Andrew and I shouldn't be allowed to dual run stream.
I mean, as long as you're entertaining, like.
Well, we're entertaining ourselves.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that's enough.
Chat, we love you, but kind of into sentence.
Okay.
Of course, we'd always love to hear from you because apparently we feed off each other. Imagine what we'll do with your comments.
Yeah, I have not picked
Talking with Soldad about Winnie the
No,
Winnie
but I
the
also
Pooh.
have much.
There,
So when you
exactly.
pick things up, it's
It
pretty high.
hurts. Yeah. I remember my K2D2 days,
Oh,
and God, I missed that list. It's just the kind of
I remember hearing that.
I don't know.
marginal,
Yes.
I don't know if this is a surprise to you,
Death
but
checking.
nobody else misses that list.
No, of course not.
Death Jev and Carter.
I mean, if we had like an actual, like straight beast
That is
caster,
right.
Like that's why I switched. That's why I want to do Grymkin because they have 2 beast casters.
Come play Circle. Come with me,
Well, do you want trolls?
and you'll
I'll trade you
be
trolls.
in a world of Gromac.
I would totally play Kromac if you want my trolls.
Oh, no, I'm good. I don't want Kedor. I mean, trolls.
Don't get me wrong. Like I've really warmed up to trolls. Really warmed up.
There is no excuse for alcohol in this. You're absolutely correct, Soldat. We are out in public.
Actually,
In
would you have line of
public?
sight? Because this
Maybe
guy's
one
blocking
day we'll
out
have
the
another
lights.
Colorado tournament at a brewery, in which case there can be
I'm just
alcohol
curious.
aboard.
Yes, there can
Oh,
be.
perfect. Okay.
Yep. I'm
That's why I ask these questions.
Yep.
That's why I ask these questions.
Chromac might be,
Oh,
but
I
that's
put on
like,
road markers.
at least he doesn't make a
I'm a
forest on
dumbass.
his feet turn. What a jerk.
Unfortunately, it's not
Yeah, I
something
still
can
don't like
scan.
Chromec. I don't.
It's okay. You don't have to like him. It's not your play style.
Well, it's funny because the tournament last weekend,
yeah.
I did fairly well in the tournament.
Don't
and I
do
brought
that in a real
my
game.
Wormwood and
I
my
know.
Chromac
I
list.
got to be better about it.
And everyone was like, trying to look at my list, trying to figure out which one to play.
Gotta stay out of kill
And
box.
after we picked
Right
lists, I'm like, the
there.
Chromac is here
Because a lot
purely to
happens
make
here
you
also.
Yeah,
think.
100%.
They will
So-
never play.
100%. I apologize.
Ever.
Okay.
It's just saying, ooh, I have Beast Brick. Can I deal with Beast Brick?
Wait, Soldat, what now?
Yeah, no,
if
I
I
will
go-
remember for next time.
I feel like
If I
this
go
escalated
over
and I didn't pick
a
up how.
road marker, what happens?
I get to move him.
I don't like low model
I get to
count
move
games.
the Wanderer.
I
Let me
don't.
pull his stuff right
I,
quick.
I can't wrap my
so
head on
we
how
can get
to.
exactly what's going
how
on.
to
So,
play scenarios with low model count.
crossroads, at the end of your turn, place road markers everywhere, blah, blah, blah,
He
blah.
is. He's
When
good.
enemy model
Maybe at 100
attacks the
points I could
road
see it.
marker while advancing,
But at
that model
75.
completes its move, and one friendly faction model currently in the model's control range can advance 2 inches. It does not have to be him.
But I have to get rid of like a beast to get 2 units, and that really hurts because that's what Chromac does, is beast. In a 75, his beast list is the way I have it played is 2 stalkers, Getorix, and a Gorax,
May I borrow one of
and that's
those
it.
little,
And I have like 7 models on the table.
no, one of the moon beasts.
Legend of Zelda.
Because I'm going to
I think
mark
Ocarina
where
of
this
Time.
guy is.
That is the item found.
Because I need to
From the N64 ones?
Yeah,
or-
from Ocarina.
see.
You know, I can count on one hand the number of hours I've played with that game. It's like this many.
Just not quite touching.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
If I had been smart, I would have put the road marker like
Long
right
story.
where you were trying
We'll
to
talk
sneak
about
through.
it later when
So-
it's
If I
relevant.
had done it
So much
correctly.
shunning
Yeah.
here. You've never suffered through the water temple?
Can I pull this?
Thankfully, no.
I'll put this guy back, but that's where he'll end up.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, you're gonna try and leap over to kill the Wanderer?
No, I'm gonna move there so I can kill the stupid.
So let-
Grave Ghoul.
Grave Ghoul.
Yeah, no, he's obnoxious.
like
They've done it
Dear
a few
God.
times.
Yeah.
But I mean, like.
Oh, like
what they did with
I
updated?
can't wait to play 100 because then we get Death Knell and Grave Ghoul.
I haven't heard of that one yet. I know they did
two
a
of
couple Zeldas, but I haven't heard about that one
You
yet.
see my
I don't
Beast
know.
Brick, it's Death
So
Knell
still
and
that
Grave
I don't know about 100
Ghoul.
points.
It's gross.
It does
I
allow for
don't
a more
understand
balanced
it.
list, but I actually, at least for the time being, 75 feels like you're making enough choices that 2 lists would be distinct.
I think
No.
he's specifically talking about the
But
Getorix
with
and
Chromac, yes. Yeah, I don't disagree, but that's. But I can say that about a lot of different casters. That
Yeah.
at 100 points, you have 25 more to play with, and so you're a little less special. Please post that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the
Oh
game
no,
right
I'm
here.
In
posting
chat.
this entire deviant art list.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm not
but
sure
that's,
that
like, okay.
Flare does anything on my turn. I think it only lasts round.
I know, it's
Oh,
fantastic. Just Mario and Luigi Chargers.
Hunters.
Hunters. Fantastic.
I love it.
Okay.
Got a plan.
Got a plan. It's
A
only
bold move,
counting for
Cotton.
like a handful of my models, which is why I'm like,
I mean, do it, man. I
Yep.
want to see it happen.
okay. We are going to start with the Dawn Guard Sentinels.
Okay.
I'm going to pop Spotter on them.
Okay. So give him +2.
I disagree,
defense,
Soldat.
or
I think
+2
for a lot of folks it will
Oh,
be
it's
units
mark
and
target.
solos.
Mark target.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Smart
I
target.
would bring in a 3rd Ward Beast.
So that's gonna
'cause
help you
I
try and
have
hit.
to. Don't you have to have
With,
3
with
at 100 points?
He's going to shimmy to there.
Okay.
yes.
He will
You
shimmy
do.
there.
But for a lot of folks, I
there,
think that means a light.
And
Yeah, I'm already taking light,
Okay.
so yeah.
So
I'd probably,
now
I'd
for
probably spend
this
10
turn,
of it, 10 to 12
I
of it.
am going to, since you've moved,
yep,
I'm trying to figure out how I want to do Labyrinth, if I choose to do so.
you've already popped Labyrinth.
No, I haven't.
You did. You moved the Skin and Bones up with it.
Yep.
You are correct.
Yep.
My apologies. I'm going to click that off. Okay. So I have one more.
What do you have left?
Oh, I played it on a friendly Warlock. I can't sacrifice unless it's not target Warlock. It's not targeting. Okay, we're good.
Grave Ghoul.
Okay.
You are at 12. I'm at 7. I need a 5.
You need a 5.
I was excited to see the character jacks that they released. Some of those look
You
pretty
get 3
cool.
dice to hit.
They do.
Star-crossed.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm used to being under Star-crossed. Yeah, we're good.
I've been playing against it this whole game.
Yeah, trust me. Now you know. I play.
You're on the
under
right
Bob
side
all
of
the time.
Star-crossed.
I'm on the right side of Star-crossed.
There's no
That
right
is- that
side
is
of
a
star-crossed.
There.
Okay,
I need a 6.
you need a 6, and it's getting mounds. Nope.
Say, popular opinion, star-crossed is awful.
Here.
Yep. Nope.
And last guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Do you like me to re-roll that?
No, you're good. You're good. I thought about it. If I had a 3rd token, yeah, but no, I need it to make sure that Wanderer survives.
Or alternate, you could zero camp.
That is, honestly, if you were going to zero camp, a Grymkin caster is the best one to do it with. Because of sacrifice.
I think in my last, let's say 3, in the last 6 games I can remember with Wormwood, I have not zero camped. I think 3 turns.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's Wormwood.
And sold at, yeah, star-crossed, and that unit did not
All
have
right,
a good
so
time.
how much to Skin and Bones?
Awesome.
Okay.
5.
That'll take to the 4.
Yeah, you will.
We will one of these days get a soundboard up and running.
Wow.
With a few different things,
Okay.
like air horns. So that way when someone says zero camp, we just burr, burr,
I'm going to activate this model.
Okay. Just to get out of the way.
It's an arc node.
I think Soldot's
Oh,
talking
you are
to
correct.
you about getting shot off the table.
You don't need to see the arc.
First
Okay.
round.
But you're going to be under Star-crossed
Right?
for it.
No, I absolutely should have.
Okay.
He had my number and didn't take it.
These are good things to know.
Yep.
All right, we're going right after Wanderer, I presume? Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, every other attack's going to be in the Wanderer.
And
Yeah,
now we
absolutely.
shoot the
Let's do it.
Wanderer.
So for transfers, I get after damage is rolled, I can then choose to transfer.
Go, Kador
Okay.
Rangers.
Exactly.
And you're like,
Men of War
cannot
shock
kill
troopers all painted up
anything
like
right now.
different color Power
Don't kill
Rangers.
the
So that
guard.
doesn't like my sound effects.
No, I still have 1 transfer regardless because it takes a point of fury for me to transfer.
Amazing.
Correct.
I can't do it. I
So
don't have the
he's
fun
1
mark.
off max fury.
Who is?
Skin and Bones.
Yep.
See, what's fun is with
You'll,
this
you'll get 1 transfer.
I
I
can
will
actually
get
play
one
with left
transfer.
and rights. And actually send them both sides. But not every application
All right.
will read that. And sometimes
Okay.
they send it as a mono instead of a
Yeah.
stereo.
Especially if we run it through.
Things are not in the right order.
Yeah. Do you,
in
do
theory,
you
there's
mix
a way
up
to
the
do it on
order
that,
or
I
something to
just
happen
don't
here?
No, it can't.
So
Not.
like right now,
Okay.
I'm only in the left
Okay.
cup.
Things are in the way.
Okay. He doesn't have toughness at least.
Well, I don't think it works because in this one,
If I go to right,
it cuts all audio. So a lot of programs do this where they only pick up the left.
Oh.
They only pick up the
I
left
gotta remember to
audio
use the
and then
Toon
they
Spirit.
turn it into mono. You're welcome.
I bet OBS would let us do left and right.
Activate this way. Activate this guy.
Alas.
I can
He's
zoom.
going
You
to
have
back up so that the Wanderer
change settings
is
to
10 inches
do,
away.
Yep.
Broadcast
he's gonna
settings
shoot the
instead
Wanderer.
of standards.
Okay.
Most programs don't, just to save bandwidth.
Can't be there.
Why?
You can't shoot through your own models. Do you have arcing fire?
I'm not shooting for my own model. He is shooting the Wanderer.
Oh! My apologies. But you lose all your initials by leaving. He's unstoppable. Apologies.
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting there.
Continues the
getting there.
murder.
I'm not going to hit.
Or will you?
Actually, no, it's not even worth trying that. Advance there. He's going to
Yep.
stab the skinny bones.
Yep. Sounds good.
Stab the skin and moan. Stab the skin and moan.
I need a 6.
You need a 6.
That'll do it.
Nope.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I can't count.
Star-crossed, sir.
That'll hit.
Yep. That's a gunshot at the Wanderer or
At skinny bones.
at Skin Bones? Yeah, he'll take it.
One of your hosts has a degree with math qualifications, and the other one's stupid. So you'll let you figure out which is which.
You are a 19?
I have a 19.
That's not true.
2 to the 3.
It is always very
But
true.
those two things are not mutually exclusive. I could have a degree and also be stupid.
Activate my caster.
I'm working on being both things.
Caster is going to spend 3
Okay.
for blinding light,
Okay.
channeled through the arc node at the Wanderer.
Okay. Sounds good.
Who's the hit?
Blinded
Okay.
by the light,
All right, here we
revved
go.
up like a deuce.
Another
He is
round.
at 15.
Love that.
He is not undercover or anything else. So
Literally just
he is a
discovered
straight 15.
last month.
What?
Yeah, I had never
I
heard of it.
am.
Oh, gosh. No, I discovered
You already-
like, a few
you
years
shot
ago
it.
that it was blinded by
4
the
dice.
deuce.
2 base,
Yeah.
1 for
Blinded by the
boosting,
light,
1
revved up
for
like a deuce.
Revved
Cross.
up like a deuce. Yes.
Yep, which is a car.
Yes.
Because yeah, that's not confusing at all.
That's a hit.
That
it's
is a hit.
It sounds
I
like he's
will
saying douche.
force you to reroll.
Absolutely.
Hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hilarious.
There is my 8. Okay. I cannot measure that accurately. And is my arc node within 8 of your...
Grade goal so you can redirect.
Looks good on
No,
this
he is.
side.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, he's good.
That is right up. That's one of the most misheard lyrics, I guess, ever. Actually, is that song we're talking about.
Well,
Well, it's because he has to, like,
at the
I am sorry about your dice, sir.
well, not
copy
the
the next line.
at the
it again.
time that it was
Okay,
written,
let's do it.
the deuce was a very common thing. People knew what it was. Nowadays, no one knows what the deuce is.
Yeah.
Hit.
I will force you to reroll.
Oh, that looked gross. Does it look gross a second time? Only time will tell. And it's time. Ooh, cock.
Cock.
Maybe, maybe.
Hit.
That is a hit, sir. All right.
What is your armor?
My armor is.
What doesn't work now? What's going on?
My armor is 14, sir.
She can't.
Okay, it'll be dice off 2.
Why does he have to be
Okay.
within 8? She can't arc. Sold out. What you talking about?
She can't arc.
What you talking about, Willis?
She has
You
line of
only
sight to
force
arc. now.
models within 8 inches to re-roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, so the model.
grave ghoul.
The grave ghoul is outside of 8 of the model, so
No,
you
no.
can't.
No, he was
It
within
is
8.
within 8.
He is within
He's
8.
within 8. So that what you talking about?
7.75. But it's there.
Of
6 points.
6 points. Let's see how many other possible attacks. You got that guy. Do I want to burn my transfer now? Because you got that jack that still needs to shoot, and I think that's it.
Most of the above. There's a couple of underlying. There are a couple cryptos that tried to underlie like processing power.
Actually, I'll take it,
Renewable energy.
Yep.
and then I will sacrifice.
Okay.
Yeah, to basically say you could technically turn this in for
Is sacrifice trigger on a box?
On a hit of the Warcaster, it is completely different.
Oh,
than a gold
interesting.
version.
I have not run into that. in Mark IV yet
So, Skin and
myself.
Bones heals.
We might have to see if we can steal emojis from somewhere or get someone to make
I'll take
some
a Skin and
good
Bones.
emojis.
Who made their Discord emoji?
I have no idea.
They only made that one.
Emoji? I haven't seen
Or a
that.
reaction. It's
On
a
Discord, the
protecting a wallet is
troll. Borkalov. Borkalov.
we may have to farm that out to
You can
the-
just hit reset
our
all.
Oh,
Colorado War Machine, or if anyone who knows anyone,
All right.
if anyone in chat knows people who make
So-
War Machine emojis,
Ancillary attack onto him.
Okay.
speak up.
Well, I have the access to the ones
I
from the
am
War
a
Machine
5
Discord.
versus a
What if I can
13.
script those somehow?
I don't remember how to use
5 versus a 13, and you are not on a star-crossed.
Correct.
So it's gonna hurt.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
There it is. There
Are you within range?
15 inches.
Yeah, you're within range.
and a whole bunch of
Okay, so you got 2 more, this and 1 more attack coming into me.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not going to win this.
I burned a lot of resources.
Oh, that's
So that
Warcaster.
is
Runes,
13. I need an 8.
Warcaster. That must be Warcaster.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh no, that one's that's Grymkin.
This one? No, Grymkin is.
And that's
Oh, no.
probably
Imperial.
him right there.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Because then all the nays go after your caster.
Oh, I'm not going to let them
It
live.
needs to be twice as big.
You're like, moral victory.
Yep.
Yeah.
He says nay to your nayslayers.
But not to
Nay, I
these
say.
naysayers.
I say nay, nay.
Oh, I miss John Panette so much.
That one hit because of marked target.
You were correct. That hits. You're like, we're good.
Yep. Wait a minute.
There's hope.
Calculations.
Math.
Continue the murder.
Continue the murder.
What is your armor?
My armor is 14.
Ooh, need that soundbite from Doctor
Plus
Who.
1.
Murder.
Armor plus 1. Okay.
Murder. The Daleks.
Yeah, the darlings.
I'll transfer.
Okay.
I need a thing.
Oh, okay, so
That's a 1. So it's going to be...
11 to the 1.
That's perfectly fine. It is...
Oh, my sweet, merciful Lord.
Oh, he just sacrificed. He's fresh.
He's fresh.
why don't you try and claim that money?
You took out his...
Mind.
Movement.
Mind.
Mind, sorry.
Yes.
You can never take out a beast's movement, which is awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
They
they don't
have-
have one.
They don't have the crippled systems. They have aspects. So you
Right.
can take out their mind, which is then 1 less die to attack. You can take out their body, which is 1 less die to damage. Or you can take out their
remove
spirit,
your,
which they can't
transfer.
force.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
but if you
sure,
kill the
sure, put it
snails,
over
there's
here.
no more escargot.
That is also true.
So I thought you only had one.
No, I had 2 fury left. Because
Okay.
I boosted damage. No, I did boost damage. I boosted the hit on that front guy. But I only have 1 transfer.
No, you don't.
What? It's so funny.
No, so if you're max fury...
No, you don't.
Pumpkin stage tonight?
You do not put Fury from
See, I always
the
call this the
caster
slap happy.
onto the beast.
Nope.
Oh,
You just
okay.
take the.
Okay, so this
goes away.
entire turn has been done. That's game.
Okay. I thought for
No.
transfers it costs a fury.
It does. It does not go to the beast.
Your caster spends the fury. It goes
Yes.
away.
Oh, I thought it went to...
Nope.
Oh.
Now you
This
can't
entire-
transfer to beasts that are full.
Okay.
Yes, if they're, if
This
they're
entire turn.
yeah, if they're maxed on fury, they can't receive the transfer. They
I
can't take
seriously
the
only thought I
damage.
had 1 transfer. All right, we could play it as 1 transfer. Like, I gave you that information, therefore it stands.
No.
No?
Nope.
Well, would you have done anything different?
I would not have committed like I did.
Okay.
Game's over.
All right.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. You're still learning.
We're
hordes.
still learning.
Hordes is
Learning.
a different beast.
Ah!
So let's walk through. Like, what would you have done
out of all of
differently
the
for the
egregiousness
turn?
that has
I
happened,
would have
That's the
instead
one
of
you wanted
focusing
second
here.
for?
Yeah.
I would have cleared instead.
Okay.
Which weighs out very differently.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You pick up my nays in all likelihood. You don't.
Hey,
I pick up your nays. I pick up the skin and moans
Okay.
because it would
I
have
just
still been
had a
damaged.
Shiver go
You
right
are
down
correct.
my spine, and now it's really cold.
But I had a ton of rerolls, which would have helped.
No,
Hilarious.
Yeah. But then I still have this stack of nays over here to do.
I don't care. They're so far gone
Yeah.
because they're.
Yeah. They're 11 out.
Yep.
But I could at least get them here. But then again, your guys wouldn't have been there.
Yep.
alrighty. Well, this has been another episode of Zero Camp.
Zero camp.
Once again, thank you to Enchanted Grounds down here in Littleton, Colorado. Come out and join us any Wednesday that you are free and in the area. We'd love to have you. Today was Grymkin versus Retribution.
Keep in mind, games do start down here in Enchanted Grounds, usually 5:30. Our game on stream starts at about 6:15 Mountain Time. If you'd like to play on stream and you're in the area, please feel free to let us know. We'd love to host you.
Absolutely. All right, sounds good. You have a good week as well.
Thank
we
you
will
to
catch
everyone.
you later.
Thank you to everyone that watched and will be watching. We appreciate you. Have a great week, everybody.